law. This is Fox 39, WEMT. Friday Night Rivals pregame show is sponsored by Food City.
Hello and welcome to week 4 of Toyota's Friday Night Rivals presented by Holston Medical Group. This is the Food City pregame show. Tonight's game features the David Crockett Pioneers and the Dobyns-Bennett Indians. Now this game was supposed to be played in Jonesboro, but was moved to Kingsport due to lighting issues at David Crockett. Dobyns-Bennett, they're off to a 3-0 start for the 4th consecutive season. There's one thing so far this year that has stood out to Indians head coach Joey Christian.
Effort. Just a great group of kids that we have that, really like each other, and you can tell they pull for each other. Have just played extremely hard. And they do it for Dobyns-Bennett. They do it for the Spears on the helmet, but they also, they do it for each other. Now, unfortunately, that's led to little penalties. We've had some excess penalty yards in all 3 games, but most of our penalties, they've not been pre-snap or selfish penalties of unsportsmanlike or personal fouls, things like that. They've been just pure effort plays. They want their teammates to score and do good.
When it comes to penalties, I know the pre-snap, post-snap penalties are the ones that drive coaches crazy. So what's the balance between those in-play penalties where you like the effort but also having the guys give up the yardage as well? What's kind of that balance about wanting to not be tone back the aggressiveness?
I don't know. We haven't hit that balance yet. We're looking for it. We certainly need to be better on that. We were a little better last week than we were the first 2 games, but we've got to find some sort of a medium level in there on that. We've talked about it. We've reiterated and went over the rules in certain situations, things like that, but I'm not going to do anything that's going to curtail effort or keep a kid from playing hard.
Defensively, through 3 games, allowed 14 points. You have a new coordinator this year. Defensively, what have you seen from your team so far?
Teddy Gaines has moved over to defense coordinator. He's doing just a fantastic job. The whole coaching staff over there is just unbelievable group of coaches, and just better men who just really poured themselves into the program, into the kids. We're really running about the same thing we ran the previous 3 years. We just do it, but Teddy's put his fingerprints on it, though. He's put his own fingerprints on things.
Certainly, as an old offensive line coach, I know you watch that position very keenly. How about the Lions' performance so far this season? How have they done?
That's probably the most improved group that we have this year from last year. If I could say anything about our offensive line, really, last year we really had 6 offensive linemen last year who started 4 more games at a different time for us who were returning. We're talking about 6 returning guys who started. Only 2 of those are starting right now. So that tells me that we have competition, obviously. We've had individuals who stepped up and has kind of reached out and took that brass ring away. And competition's a good thing in life, no matter what. But it's a great thing on a football team.
What does that competition do for the players, as you mentioned, knowing that it's not just their job no matter how they perform, and does that raise their level of performance?
Absolutely. That's what competition does, in your business and in my business, everywhere that I know of. Listen, I got into coaching for competition. The reason I do this job is for competition. I love a Friday night. I love being on a football field, and I love the fact that when the game's over, you can look up at that scoreboard and either you won or you lost. Too many times in society nowadays, we want to say, it's okay. You played hard. No, you lost. You lost. So that's the message that we try to preach to the kids, is that, it's about competition. And listen, when the game's over, you win or you lose. And, we want to be on the win side. And, at practice every week, you win or you lose. And if you're performing better than the person you're in competition with at practice, then you're going to play. You'll start, you'll play. If you don't, then you won't start, you won't play. and we're going to stick to our guns on that. That'll make us a better football team. It has made us a better football team already.
Is that what the Alcoas, Maryvilles have? Is that what the level you want to get to? Where obviously the talent is one thing, but but having that competition where you have to perform, or there's someone else who can do the job.
If we're going to raise our level to a Maryville or an Oakland or something like that, it's going to have to be through competition. It's going to have to be through numbers. If we're going to be honest, we have two kids, two former Indians that are playing Division I football. We've got one at Richmond and one at Air Force Academy. We don't have this unbelievable talent. Crockett's got more playing D1 football than we do. That's not where we are right now in our program. So we've got to do it with competition. We've got to do it with developing our players.
Coming up next, we're going to catch up with David Crockett head coach Hayden Chanley as his Pioneers look to knock off Dobyns-Bennett.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're back on the road again in the adventurous new Toyota RAV4. Now, we can tell you why RAV4 is the best-selling SUV.
But we'd rather show you.
Let's go.
First off, RAV4 is one of 14 different Toyotas available as an electrified vehicle.
At 40 mpg, it's got a driving range of 580 miles.
Saving you thousands in fuel costs over the next 5 years.
And every new RAV4 comes with 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Toyota. Let's go places.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
You may have noticed there can be a lot of options when searching for a new vehicle. It can be confusing, so let's simplify it.
There's only one place to experience the service and quality you deserve: Lexus of Kingsport. Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
Eaststone Drive or lexusofkingsport.com.
David Crockett was scheduled to play 3 of their first 4 games this season at home. However, due to lighting issues at the school, the Pioneers haven't been able to play a home game yet. David Crockett won their first 2 games but lost last week at Morristown West to enter tonight's game 2-1.
I thought we started the year pretty well. Week 1 is always, you really don't know what to expect. And we got off to a slow start, but thought we bounced back really well against Sylvan East. And Letcher Central, I thought we started well and finished well. Put together definitely our most complete game. And then last week against Morristown West, it seems like we kept shooting ourselves in the foot. Picked a terrible time to play our worst game of the year so far, but we got to put it behind us, move on, and play better going forward.
Adversity is something football coaches preach all the time about, handling adversity. You guys have dealt with your fair share of adversity through no fault of your own, not being able to play at home so far. How has that impacted, if any, your team this year?
It's almost a thing where it's not even talked about anymore. It's just, where are we going next, the next game. But I think our kids have really embraced it. I thought that it would help us a little bit more going to Morristown last week. Unfortunately, it didn't. But, we've got 3 more here in a row that we've got to go on the road for before we get to play at home. But at this point, I don't think our kids think too much about it. I think it's just next opponent, let's get rolling.
I know last year was the first time you were the head coach against Dobyns-Bennett. Traditionally, though, when Crockett plays Dobyns-Bennett, up until last year, the games were non-competitive. What's the message to the kids about the opportunity ahead of them doing something that's never been done in Pioneer history is having a chance to beat Dobyns-Bennett.
And the kids obviously know a little bit about the history here. Obviously, they've not been here for all those games, but, you know, we've got to look at it from our standpoint this year, too. You know, we started off 2-0, lost our first region game, so this is an opportunity for us to get back on track, play a bigger school, really good opponent, prepares us for the latter half of our conference schedule. But, yeah, kids obviously excited about the opportunity going into J-Fred, but we've got to do the little things well, and we'll be there in the end.
What are those little things?
Take care of the football, which we did not do last week. Lost the turnover battle 2-0. When we went there last year, we actually forced 3 or 4 turnovers. We won the turnover battle, but lost the battle on the scoreboard. We got to match their physicality. I think they try to out-physical people, which is what we try to do, and we've got to match that. You know, we don't have the numbers they have. We play more kids both ways than they do. You know, so that plays a factor, obviously, late in the football game. But we've got to be able to win the line of scrimmage, run the football, and take the opportunities in the passing game when they give them to you, because they will give them to you. You know, they really trust their defensive backs. They play up in your face, out on the edge. And, you know, we feel like we've got some guys on the outside that can go make a play for us.
You see the kids that grew up with success at David Crockett when it was with the Larkins teams or Prince Colley. Do you see that different mindset in these kids that are coming in because they grew up with some success with this program?
It does mean a lot when your middle school team, your Pee-wee teams are coming and watching those guys play on Friday night. You know, there's a new expectation. You know, we want to be like that Larkins team or like that Colley team. So I think that definitely plays a factor. And then our middle school program is really taking the next step. You know, they've done some really good things this year, and they're starting to turn the corner. I think they've got about 70 or 80 kids down there, 6th through 8th grade on this side of the county. So that's how we get as a program to 70 or 80 kids at the high school. And every year we're starting to take steps to get there. You know, this year's the most kids we've had in 5 years, and we're right at, you know, 58, 60 kids. So, which isn't a lot for a 5A school, but it's a lot when you started with 40 in our first year. So I definitely think it's helped, and it's changed our younger athletes, and hopefully that continues.
When you started, you mentioned 40 kids your first season. I know not in the season, but maybe in the off season. Do you ever look back or at your goals when you started the head coaching job here and where you've taken the program to? Have you ever looked back and seen the progress you guys have made?
It's funny you asked that. This spring, you know, we really ramped up our off-season workout routine a couple days after school a week. And I remember when I first got this job in April of 2018, we would have anywhere from 6 to 8 kids at an off-season workout. Now, that's not counting your basketball, your baseball, your track, you know, those guys. But it was just hard to get kids there. And this past off-season, we were out on the track doing some stuff February or March, and we had 30 kids there. And it just speaks to, you know, our numbers in our program, kids wanting to get better. You know, we've got a lot of multi-sport athletes, but we also have a lot of guys that just do football. So it's important that we keep those guys intrigued, engaged all the time. And, yeah, it's been a big boost for us, and hopefully we can just keep building on that.
Coming up next, we're going to go inside the numbers on the Pioneers and Indians.
Tonight on Fox 39 News at 10.
Stay.
Can you teach an old dog new tricks? I'm Rebecca Pepin, and I'll talk to a local trainer to find out.
Pepin's Pet Projects. Fox 39 News at 10 tonight.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
It's time to get back out on the road again.
In a new electrified vehicle.
And Toyota's got more than anyone else.
Many of them built right here in the USA. Like this electrified Highlander hybrid that has a driving range over 600 miles and never has to stop to recharge.
It just happens automatically.
Saving you thousands versus the average new vehicle.
When you run the numbers, you can see why people love the Toyota Highlander.
And with every new Highlander, you get 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Toyota. Let's go places.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
At Bank of Tennessee, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments. And
and check off the things on your to-do list to pull it all off, like finding the perfect soil mixture, the right pots, and a healthy inventory. So you can wonder what they'll think of the displays, and if your green thumb will leave its mark on the community. We're here along the way, so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Bank of Tennessee, in the business of happiness.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack. Touchdown! Against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Wow! The NFL is back Sunday on Fox.
Welcome back to the Food City pregame show. Let's go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup between David Crockett and Dobyns-Bennett. These two teams have played 7 times, the Indians winning all 7 games, including last year's game, which was the first meeting between these two schools since 2014. Dobyns-Bennett has averaged over 48 points a game in this series, while David Crockett has averaged less than 5 points per game. The most points David Crockett has ever scored against Dobyns-Bennett is 7 points. The closest game between these two programs came in their first ever meeting back in 2009, the Indians winning 17-6. Well, there's only one thing left to do before kickoff. That's make some predictions. The Prep Picks crew is up next as we continue our countdown to kickoff.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
I'm Chili Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chili Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
This new Toyota Tundra is amazing. It's rugged and capable.
Designed, engineered, and built right here in the USA.
And Tundra is more powerful and more fuel efficient.
The iForce Max hybrid powertrain delivers 437 horsepower.
And with the multi-terrain select, no matter what the conditions are, it automatically adjusts the engine throttle and traction.
While the crawl control modulates the throttle and brakes.
When we say you can go anywhere and do anything,
Tundra really means it.
Yeah.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Dr. McConnell's office and his staff is a place that can take a situation which can be very unpleasant and turn it into something life-altering in the most positive way. I think that is worth every single penny or the time and effort that you could put into it.
You clearly have another choice at the Center for Family and Implant Dentistry.
Bluff City and off exit 6 of Interstate 26, the Rock Springs exit.
Hello and welcome into week 4 of Prep Picks. I'm Casey Getz alongside Heather Williams and Steve Wilman at ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitySports.com. Last week, Heather and Steve both a perfect 5-0, so congratulations, guys. Heather and I tied for the lead. Steve, 1 game back. Heather, you get the first game this week up for debate. Gate City at Abingdon.
And both these teams really looking for a win that they need in the Mountain 7 District. Abingdon coming off a tough loss on the road last Thursday. Gate City's looked really good at times. They beat Virginia High in their benefit game before the start of the season. But I think they're going to be a pretty good football team. I just don't think they're there yet. I think Abingdon is poised for a big rebound. I'm going with the Falcons.
Abingdon last week just 66 yards rushing and 66 yards passing, but they're going up against the Blue Devil defense that coughed up 62 points in that loss to Radford. Abingdon already has one Mountain 7 win this year. That came over John Battle, who was picked to finish last in the league. Gate City 5th. So based on that, I'm going to stick with Abingdon and pick Abingdon to beat Gate City this week.
This is the home opener for Abingdon. I'll take the Falcons to get the win as well. Steve, Virginia High's at Patrick Henry last year. We did this game on Friday Night Rivals. The two teams combined for 106 points. Do you think it'll be that high scoring again this year?
I will take the under on 106 this week. But nonetheless, Virginia High looking for some offensive replacements this year. Get 5 different guys scoring touchdowns last week. Jaquan McPhail finds some help in the form of Cameron Goodspeed. I mean, if your name is Goodspeed, you got to be a skill guy, right? But, we can break this thing down scientifically for several days. But until Patrick Henry fails me, I'm going to keep picking the Rebels, and the Rebels are the pick this week.
Well, it definitely won't be the blowout that it was last year in this game. Even all those points, Virginia High won by a pretty decent margin. Patrick Henry certainly, as Steve mentioned, is running the ball really well this year. I think the expectations are high, though, at Virginia High. As a Class 2 school, they should beat Patrick Henry, a Class 1 school, and I think they will beat Patrick Henry.
I will go with Virginia High. They go on the road and get this win over Patrick Henry. And Steve, you're really going on limb saying it'll be under 106 points this week. Heather, next up, Northeast Tennessee, Elizabeth and Daniel Boone. They're going to score off this week at ETSU.
Yeah, and won't that be fun for both teams to be able to play in that great venue? Who would have thought that Elizabethton would be at this point in the season? Everybody knew they were kind of a little bit of a rebuilding year, but I don't think anyone had them at 0-2 on the year at this point. So what's going to happen in this game? I think it's going to be tough for Elizabethton to avoid going 0-3. That defense for Daniel Boone is just, it's impenetrable. It's an amazing defense. I'm picking Boone.
And not only that defense for Daniel Boone, but those special teams for Daniel Boone. They scored 34 of the 70 points last week against Cherokee. They've directly accounted for 58 points on the year, headed by their outstanding kicker, Ben Shrewsbury. 11 out of 12 kicks, not into the end zone, through the end zone last week. He kicked 9 extra points. He had a 42-yard field goal that would have been good from 60. And, oh, by the way, he punted 3 times for a 53-yard average. Luke Scott told you after the game, bet on Boone. Well, Luke, I'm not a betting man, but I'm also a smart man. I'm not picking against Boone anymore, so I'm going to take Daniel Boone this week.
Yeah, it's really run off the hashtag there. Bet on the Blazers is what they've been going with. I'm going to take Daniel Boone, but I think this one could be closer than some people think it will be. Steve, next up, Dobyns-Bennett gets an unexpected home game this week against David Crockett. It's also our Friday Night Rivals TV game.
Yeah, Crockett last week scores just 9 points against Morristown West, and now they get to go up against the Dobyns-Bennett defense that's allowed 14 points and 350 total yards in 3 games. Now, Dobyns-Bennett did get hurt a little bit by the vertical passing game of Morristown East last week. 5 different passes that went over their heads for about 30 yards that nearly accounted for every total yard that Morristown East had. So LaMarcus Dunn, quarterback Jake Fox from David Crockett, if you're going to make any headway against that Tribe defense, it's probably going to have to come through the air. And I think they'll get that corrected this week in Kingsport. I'll take Dobyns-Bennett then on this one as well.
Yeah, I was at that game last week against Morristown East, and the thing that was interesting is that the defense looked incredible, and one of those passes you talked about was on the tip ball that went in for a touchdown. If you take that out of the equation, then it's even more lopsided. I think it's going to be really difficult, as Steve said, for Crockett's offense to get things going. I'm going with the Indians.
I think the Indians are on a mission this year. They did not finish last year the way they wanted to. This is another springboard game. This might be the best team they've played so far this year in David Crockett, but I think they'll pull away in the second half much like they did a season ago. Finally, Heather, we got a battle of unbeatens this week in Southwest Virginia, 2-0 Central at 2-0 Ridgeview.
I just think based on what is coming back with Ridgeview, the experience they have, they're young, but they're very experienced. They're very talented. I just like the Wolfpack to get this one done based on their experience, although Central, every time I pick against them, they win, so you're welcome, Central.
Yeah, both these two teams playing with new head coaches this year. Both have 15 seniors on the squad. Wise Central returns 9 starters. Ridgeview has 9 starters returning on offense and 7 on defense. It's that experience that the Wolfpack will use to win this game.
These two schools have quite a history there. I'm going to take the home team in Ridgeview to get the 3-0. This should be a really good game. Stephen, Heather, thank you very much for joining me. You get all your scores and highlights coming up on Friday Night Huddle.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
I'm Chili Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chili Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
This is the legendary Toyota 4Runner.
For 40 years, this bad boy's been dealing with the off-road like nobody else.
4Runner's one of 15 different all-wheel drive vehicles from Toyota,
Including this favorite of mine, the best-selling Toyota Tacoma.
The Tacoma is all about off-road adventure.
Yeah, it's got multi-terrain select, crawl control, electronic locking rear differential. It has it all.
So whatever you get us into, Tacoma can get us out of.
And we'll have a lot of fun doing it.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Friday Night Rivals is in Kingsport this week at J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport, Tennessee. The Dobyns-Bennett Indians playing the David Crockett Pioneers. Hello, everyone. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Casey Getz, pleased to be joined by James Cawley in the booth tonight, the former coach at Hayside High School for 33 years as head coach. And Coach Cawley, appreciate you joining us this week.
Thank you, Casey. It's an honor to be here. A lot of excitement going to be going on tonight here in Dobyns-Bennett.
All right, for some key players for tonight, let's start with David Crockett. We have LaMarcus Dunn, wide receiver. He's just a sophomore, a really big play threat for the Pioneers. Had a great game 2 weeks ago. If they're going to pull off the upset, Coach, he will have to have a big game. Now, conversely, for Dobyns-Bennett, we're going to focus on their quarterback.
Yeah, Jake Carson, he's 6'6", number 13. He had an awesome game last week. 16 for 22 in passing for 243 yards and 3 touchdowns. He had 1 touchdown called back, or he'd have been over 300 yards passing.
All right, we can't wait. Kickoff coming in just a couple of minutes between the Pioneers and the Indians. But first, we here at WCYB, we lost a member of our family earlier this week. Our chief engineer, Tom Cupp, passed away on Monday. Tom worked at WCYB for 30 years. His knowledge, expertise was second to none. When we started broadcasting high school football games in 2018, it was only possible because of Tom's excellence in his field. Without Tom, we never could have gotten this monumental project off the ground. Thank you, Tom, for everything you did for WCYB. You will be greatly missed. Our thoughts and prayers are with the Cupp family.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're back on the road again in the adventurous new Toyota RAV4. Now, we can tell you why RAV4 is the best-selling SUV.
But we'd rather show you.
Let's go.
First off, RAV4 is one of 14 different Toyotas available as an electrified vehicle.
At 40 mpg, it's got a driving range of 580 miles.
Saving you thousands in fuel costs over the next 5 years.
And every new RAV4 comes with 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Life can be a lot sometimes. But at Holston Medical Group, our primary care providers are here through it all, whether it be a routine checkup or something unexpected. Because at HMG, we're here for you through every stage of life with the best primary care and support. Whether it's you or the people you love most, choose a primary care provider you can rely on. Choose HMG, your health partner for life. Now accepting new patients.
Ready for an adventure but don't know where to start? Eastman Credit Union can help. Now's the time to take the leap and live out your dreams. Whether it's fishing on a new boat, cruising on a motorcycle, or road tripping for your family's vacation, ECU's RV and power sports loan is just what you need. With affordable rates and no payments for 90 days, you can play now and pay later. What could be better than that? Visit ecu.org/play to apply today.
We're all picky about our produce. And whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
Welcome to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. You are looking live at the stadium here in Kingsport, Tennessee. David Crockett, Dobyns-Bennett getting ready to go. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford up there. Thank you for those shots. Now it is time for our coin toss.
Hey, I want you to meet somebody else. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm sorry, first class audience. National Guard. National Guard here. Just here to do it.
All right, so Coach, we got our coin toss here. Now, were you a guy that always wanted to be offense or defense, or did it matter on what game it was?
Hey, I wanted to get that ball in the second half. Out of the gate in the third quarter, take the football, defer the first half, and get on the scoreboard first in the second half, get some momentum rolling.
All right, so of course, David Crockett, they will be the visitors in this game, and we'll get the call, the coin toss. David Crockett, 2-1 on the season, coming off their first loss of the season last week against Morristown West. Dobyns-Bennett.
This seems crazy. You're going to need to call it.
Actually, the officials say that Dobyns-Bennett is actually going to be the visiting team, so they're going to call the coin toss. Probably a first in Dobyns-Bennett history to get the call of the coin toss here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium.
All right, what do we got? It's a heads. What do y'all want to do? All right. Crockett's won the toss. They will defer their choice. You all want the football.
All right, Coach. David Crockett doing what you said they would do. They wanted to defer, so Dobyns-Bennett will receive the opening kickoff.
This evening's coin toss is sponsored by the Tennessee Army National Guard.
All right, Coach, let's take a look at our keys to the game. We'll start with David Crockett.
David Crockett, they got to have no turnovers, and it's got to start out right now. They got to have big plays in a passing game tonight, and you can look for their quarterback to make things happen there, Fox.
For Dobyns-Bennett, first down offense is going to be key. They can get in 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. That'll be good. Also, limit penalties. That's the one thing Joey Christian has talked about. If there's one negative on his team so far, it's been the number of penalties they have had. He said they were better last week in their win, but he would like to see that number go down a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as well tonight for the Indians. Again, this game was supposed to be played in Jonesboro. The Pioneers, led by Hayden Shanley, their 5th-year head coach. What a job he has done getting this program to one of the top programs in 5A. A couple years ago, they went back-to-back years into the state quarterfinals when they had Cade Larkins, Prince Colley here. And then there's Joey Christian, of course, the head coach of the Dobyns-Bennett Indians, longtime assistant here under Graham Clark. And then he took over several years ago, and he's had a couple of really good seasons, Dobyns-Bennett. And David Crockett will kick this thing off here, so we'll get going. Should be Mr. Chase Schreck should be kicking things off here for David Crockett. Could also be Dawson Callahan. They got 2 kickers listed. Again, David Crockett is the home team in this game, even though we're playing it in Kingsport due to the lighting issues they are having at their stadium. They have been unable to play a home game yet this year. They're hoping to do that later this month. It will be Dawson Callahan, the sophomore, who will be kicking off tonight for the Pioneers, our Toyota kickoff. So nice to have you with us here. Dobyns-Bennett, David Crockett on Friday Night Rivals, and we are underway from J. Fred Johnson. Bit of a pooch kick. Good field position. The ball's on the ground. The ball is on the ground, and it looks like Dobyns-Bennett has recovered. That was Hayden Russell.
Russell was the deep man on that. I didn't think they would kick to him. He's probably the fastest guy on the field, but he hustled up there to get on the fumble.
And all right, it is a beautiful night here in Kingsport, Tennessee. Here's our weather report, 77 degrees, a light wind, and we've been very fortunate so far this year, have some great weather. So we have a big thank you to Dave Dirks and all the other meteorologists at the station for giving us good weather tonight. Dobyns-Bennett will start things off at their own 35-yard line. Jake Carson, senior quarterback, has had a really good season so far, has not thrown an interception yet in his first 3 games. He'll start in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 with 3 receivers. It's going to be a handoff on first down. And that's going to be a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Simpson carried it off the right side over there, and they had in motion the H-back that time was Brody Dunford. He went over to block for him.
Here's the Dobyns-Bennett offense. Of course, Jonathan Gillespie is someone to watch. He is one of the top receivers in the region. Also helped Dobyns-Bennett win a state championship in basketball last school year. That offensive line is really coming together. Joey Christian telling me earlier this week, no unit on his team is more improved from a season ago than the offensive line. 2nd and 7 for the Indians. Carson's first pass can be a quick throw to the outside. That is going to be going. That's Jonathan Gillespie, and I don't think anybody's going to catch number 88.
He is, I think he caught him out on the 2-yard line.
All right, so I guess they did force him out, but what a great first play there for Jonathan Gillespie.
Yeah, it was just a hitch pattern, and once he caught it, he did a little fake and turned it up the field, and it was green grass.
You can see why he is tough on the basketball court as well. Gillespie, nice job there for David Crockett. Garrett Clark forces him out, so we'll have 1st and goal from the 2 inside the Toyota red zone. What a start to this game for Dobyns-Bennett.
For sure, Dobyns-Bennett, last week they gave the ball down on the goal line to their fullback. We'll see what happens here.
Braden Simpson is the running back. Got 3 receivers to the short side of the field. It is going to be Simpson up the middle in for the Dobyns-Bennett touchdown. A Toyota touchdown. Coach, 3 plays, and the Indians find the end zone.
Oh, that's just unbelievable. When you give up a big play like that, and then they come right back and hit you with a running play and just blow you off the ball. Touchdown.
Braden Simpson, a 5'10 junior. With this one here, had a little jet motion, and in goes Simpson for the 2-yard touchdown. The Indians going to take the extra point is Titan Thomas. The kick is up, and it is good. Less than a minute into the game, Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 7-0. We'll be right back on Friday Night Rivals.
It's time to get back out on the road again.
In a new electrified vehicle.
And Toyota's got more than anyone else.
Many of them built right here in the USA. Like this electrified Highlander hybrid that has a driving range over 600 miles and never has to stop to recharge.
It just happens automatically.
Saving you thousands versus the average new vehicle.
When you run the numbers, you can see why people love the Toyota Highlander.
And with every new Highlander, you get 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm Chili Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chili Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium at Dobyns-Bennett High School. It took less than a minute for the Indians to get on the board. The big play was to Jonathan Gillespie from Jake Carson, the Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Thank you to Jason Hutchinson, Keith Roberts flying the drone for us tonight. What a beautiful setting here in Kingsport, Tennessee. So a quick strike for this Dobyns-Bennett offense. So now it's going to be up to the Pioneers. They'll get the ball for the first time. Javon Emil is back for the Pioneers. And Dobyns-Bennett 3-0 on the season. Off to a very quick start for this Toyota kickoff. Emil's going to field this at the 2-yard line. And he's got some room across the 25, across the 30. Nice return there for Javon Emil.
Yeah, he got a good block right there at the 25-yard line and made a little cut coming back. Got up to the 35, so they've got excellent field position to start their first drive.
For David Crockett here, their quarterback will be number 18, Jake Fox. There he is. Fox, he was actually the starter last year. He's a junior, but he had an injury in the offseason. Aiden Clark started the season at quarterback, but he was injured in the second game against Letcher Central. In came Fox, had a great game 2 weeks ago. Run on first down. It's going to be a fake. Fox with a nice keep. That's a nice job to get the quarterback outside the pocket there.
Oh, yeah, Fox read that beautifully. Read the defensive end. He crashes down, and you pull it, and that's exactly what happened. I'm sure he faked out a lot of people in the stands with that.
All right, here is the David Crockett offense. We talked before the game about number 23, LaMarcus Dunn. That is someone Dobyns-Bennett must have eyes on at all times. And Javon Emile, if he can have some success on the ground, this Dobyns-Bennett defense is tough. They've allowed just 14 points all season. Fox going to throw it on second, but he has nowhere to go. And that Dobyns-Bennett defense right on cue, Coach, with the sack.
Last week they had 5 sacks. They start out second play scrimmage this week. They got another sack. They had strong protection. They had a tight end and a back end. Stayed in 3 receivers out. Looked like they had a little stick pattern there at about the 42-yard line, but quarterback didn't have time to get rid of it.
Dobyns-Bennett's defense has been dominant so far. Again, giving up just 14 points. And they were both last week in their game against Morristown East. One was on a tip pass. They shut out Tennessee High and Volunteer to start the season. They've outscored their opponents 114-14. 3rd and 11. Crockett's going to throw it deep, going for LaMarcus Dunn. There is a penalty flag, though.
Yeah, what they did that time, they spread him out and got Dunn over here by himself, one-on-one, man for man. And he was trying to get by, but Hayden Russell there was covering him, and they got Hayden for using his hands.
So we'll get the call here, but we expect to be pass interference.
Pass interference, 20 of the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
All right, you mentioned, Coach, one-on-one opportunity, and Crockett is going to go all day if LaMarcus Dunn is one-on-one. See a couple flags coming in on that play, so it'll be first down for the Pioneers. The ball is just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Fox will be in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Javon Emile is beside him. We've played 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett on top 7-0. Emile's going to get the carry up the middle, and that one almost was able to break. He got about 7 yards.
They had blocking back, went across the formation, did a little trap over there on the end. Excellent blocking inside. He was able to hit it up there in the middle. Now he's got second down on about 4 or 3.
There's Ryan Berger, the quarterback's coach and offensive coordinator. Him and Hayden Shanley take care of the offense for David Crockett. 2nd and 3, and this has got to be a play caller's dream here. 2nd and 3, so much is open in the playbook. Fox has been in the shotgun. This time is going to be a handoff to Emile around the right side. We've got a penalty flag coming in. That looks like maybe in the area of holding.
They're going to get holding on the line over here on this right-hand side. I couldn't see a number, but they ran what they call the counter trade coming back this way with 2 big linemen leading and turning upfield.
Holding, offense number 58, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
Yeah, that's a killer there when you're get moving a little bit, and they needed a penalty to help them out, and then here they got a penalty that stabbed them themselves in the back that time, so that's tough.
Yeah, that was the right tackle, Tyson Matthews, guilty of the holding, so that'll back them up now. It'll be 2nd and 14 from their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Fox, quick throw across the middle. That one is almost picked off. A penalty flag comes in.
Yeah, it looked like George Evans come up with the ball. It's one of the safeties back there for DB. Wait and see what the flag's about. I think they called the illegal use of hands on the defense.
Pass interference, defense number 5. 15-yard penalty, previous spot, first down.
So they call the penalty on George Evans, who came up with the ball here. So that's 2 pass interference penalties on this drive against the Dobyns-Bennett secondary. And he's holding his hands out. It might have been the wrong number. I'm not sure. It might have been 24. Andrew Myers there. Both of them were around. But regardless, it's a first down for the Pioneers. They're at the Dobyns-Bennett 40-yard line. They'll take a Bank of Tennessee first down any way they can get it. A run on first down is going nowhere. That Dobyns-Bennett defense very stout against the run. That was Chris Harris.
Chris Harris, he came down hard for the inside. I don't think that was a read. That was a straight give, and the quarterback would have kept it and went around the end. Had man coverage back there on the backside again with Marcus Dunn. But I think that DB, they figure they can match up with him athlete to athlete.
2nd and 11. That was a loss of 1. Dylan Callahan is in the backfield for the Pioneers. He got that carry, his first of the game. Fox is going to throw it deep on second down to Dunn. Overthrows him. Jonathan Gillespie was with him step for step.
Oh, great coverage that time. The only thing the quarterback could do is put it to the outside shoulder, and he overthrew him. Great defense and offense. He ran the right route. Dunn was down the sideline, just didn't make the connection that time. And they had double tights that time with max protection to throw it out there in that single coverage.
Hayden Chanley said this Dobyns-Bennett defense will give you those opportunities on the outside. They trust their cornerbacks, and you saw right there Jonathan Gillespie, who had that big catch on offense. He was with Dunn, even though giving up a pretty good height advantage. Dunn had no opportunity to go up and catch that one. So 3rd and 11. The ball is at the 46-yard line of Dobyns-Bennett. Got 4 receivers. Dunn starting to run across, and we got a crossing. That ball is intercepted by Dobyns-Bennett.
Cannon Mullins with the interception that time. Back there playing zone coverage.
Cannon Mullins with the interception. It was 3rd and long. Here's our Toyota replay. Look at Fox and Mullins reading him all the way, Coach.
Yeah, he was trying to go to number 2, Clark, and he just overthrew him, and the safety's just sitting back there waiting on it.
Cannon Mullins, the senior in that secondary. So Dobyns-Bennett will take over at their own 33-yard line. Indians, if you joined us a few minutes late, shame on you. They scored in 3 plays the first time they got the ball. So their offense back out there. Jake Carson, the quarterback, he had a long pass to Jonathan Gillespie, and they're going to set up a screen here on first down. And those linemen are out there for Dobyns-Bennett. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, beautiful setup. They got him coming that time. Quarterback dropped back. Carson hit him over there in the little flats, cut up the field. And I think they were really lucky that time. David Crockett was to stop him.
That was Peyton Franklin that caught the pass, his first pass of the game. So it's 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 40-yard line. Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 7-0. We're closing in on the halfway mark of the first quarter. Carson 2 for 2 passing so far in this game. This is going to be a handoff. And that is going to be, once again, Peyton Franklin. We saw him get the screen. This time a nice little counter play there, Coach.
Yeah, and he ran about 25 yards that time. He just hit off tackle there and then cut up the field, cut back. And, 25 yards. I think a coach take that anytime. They were strong to this side. They had 3 receivers. They had the tight and 2 wideouts. And so they ran to the strong side that time.
Peyton Franklin is a sophomore. Dobyns-Bennett has been pretty much running back by committee. Braden Simpson had the first possession. Now Peyton Franklin's been in for this second possession for the Indians, and already they're at the David Crockett 35-yard line in 2 plays. Fox is going to throw it out to the right. That one is going to be caught, and then a big hit after about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, that was a really big hit coming up from the middle linebacker. That was Gabe Furl, number 42. But it was a hitch pattern, what they ran a while ago for a touchdown, but it was into the boundary that time, the short side of the field.
Nigel Vidal on the catch for Dobyns-Bennett, a junior. So ball's at the 29-yard line. 2nd and 4. For Dobyns-Bennett. They got 3 receivers out on this play. A pistol formation. It's going to be another handoff up the middle for Franklin, and he is close to a first down. I think that line pushed him across, and it is going to be a first down.
Yeah, the right tackle, I believe that's John Tebow, did an excellent job, Brockland, and along with Brody Dunford. I think Brody was in there that time at the tight end.
So Peyton Franklin here gets the first down. Also might have had a face mask in there as well, but he kept on going, gets the first down for Dobyns-Bennett. They are knocking on the door of the red zone at the 24-yard line. Indians offense been very efficient so far. Carson, a quick throw to the outside. Good coverage by the Pioneers. That was Javon Emile on the tackle of Jonathan Gillespie.
Yeah, they would try to run a bubble screen back inside. It was closing down in there, and he just cut it outside to get all he could. Now it's going to be like 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
The Indians are inside the Toyota red zone. 2nd and 5 at the 19. Jonathan Gillespie's 2 catches already for Dobyns-Bennett. Jake Carson directing traffic. It's going to be a pitch. And the Pioneers played this one well, Coach. That's me a gain of maybe 1 yard.
Yeah, they got upfield really fast, messed up the timing, was able to slow him down. The other defensive guys came in to help out. We got a flag in the secondary this time.
That was Peyton Brooks, his first carry for Dobyns-Bennett.
I think DB tried to use a formation to their advantage that time, and maybe Crockett had seen that formation somewhere before, and they just slanted that away.
It looked like the center was not in the middle snapping that ball. The snap was with the left guard.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, half the distance to the goal, first down.
There's Hayden Chanley wanting to know who was the guilty party of that face mask. But that's a big penalty, but almost looked like that they had an unbalanced line there, Dobyns-Bennett, on that last play.
They did. And they also sent McVeigh over to the right side from the left side, and then had 3 receivers.
All right, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10 for the Indians. Got a man in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Brooks. He's down inside the 5-yard line. Peyton Brooks, the senior, 5'10", 187 pounds.
Oh, a lot of leg drive on that, going forward to that goal line.
That's why you do those squats, right?
Exactly, and with the motion, turned upfield to get an extra blocker over here on the side.
So Brooks is going to come out of the game. After that carry, he picked up 6 yards. He's 2nd and goal from the 4 for Dobyns-Bennett. Just under 3 minutes remaining. Braden Simpson is in the backfield. Carson looking left, throws, fires, and that pass is broken up by LaMarcus Dunn. Really nice play there by Dunn.
Yes, he came up there. It was a one-on-one coverage, and they were trying to throw it. Looked like just a little out on that, and he was there to stop it.
That's Jonathan Gillespie, the top target for this Dobyns-Bennett team, and
brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and goal from the 4. David Crockett's defense, see if they have another big play in him here. Gonna have 3 receivers to the far side of the field. It's gonna be a rollout and throw back wide open for the Dobyns-Bennett touchdown. That was a really nice play. That's Hayden Russell for the Toyota touchdown.
Yeah, and they took the tight end over to that side to give him an extra blocker for the rollout. Had 3 receivers over there, and he sat down in the middle of the zone there. Carson just found him wide open. Yeah.
So Hayden Russell with the 4-yard touchdown catch from Jake Carson makes it 13-0. The extra point is up and good by Titan Thomas. It's 14-0. Dobyns-Bennett over David Crockett. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Shopping for your next car? With our online store, you can search inventory and get our pricing upfront. Select payment options, get a firm trade offer, and add service and protection plans. Complete your entire purchase from home in a matter of minutes. Then pick your car up at the dealership or have it delivered to you. It's that easy. Start shopping for your next car today.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport, Tennessee. Dobyns-Bennett up to an early 14-0 lead. And Coach, As we see the Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford, this Dobyns-Bennett offense has been extremely efficient, pretty much doing whatever they want so far.
Yeah, they've been able to run the ball, going off tackles up the middle, then hitting a quick pass and throwing it deep. Then just well executed there on that last drive for the touchdown. Carson and Gillespie there in the end zone.
Javon Emile back for David Crockett. Pioneers find themselves in a 14-0 hole. It's the fourth game of the season for both teams. David Crockett 2-1. They're coming off their first loss of the season last week to Morristown West. See the Dobyns-Bennett band. No band bigger in the state of Tennessee as the Toyota kickoff. Emile's going to let that one bounce, and he fields it inside the 5. And he's got some running room across the 25, close to the 35-yard line for Emile.
Yeah, they blocked the wide man out, and there was a little hole in there, so he hit through there and used his speed. Yeah, great return there. He's up to the 34-yard line.
That Dobyns-Bennett drive was 9 plays, 64 yards, took 4:35 off the clock as you see Emile with a nice run. And Jake Carson is 5 of 6 for 86 yards and a touchdown for the Indians so far. So off to a really good start for Jake Carson's had a great year and has not thrown an interception yet on the season. Pioneers is going to start this drive with their own 34. Emile's going to take a handoff. No, it's going to be Fox pulling it out again. And he takes that one up to the 40 for a gain of 6.
Yeah, he read the end again. End went down, took the back, and quarterback pulled the ball around. Gained about, looks like 5-6 yards on that play.
So Jake Fox, again, he did not start the season at quarterback. That was Aiden Clark who started. Clark was injured in their second game of the year. Fox was the starter last year, so he is back in. This is his second game starting. He did start last week. Emile is going to take one across the left side for a first down. Breaks through the tackle. Nice run there by Javon Emile for Bank of Tennessee first down.
Yeah, what they did again, they pulled 2 linemen. One kicked out, the other one turned up the field, and everybody stayed with their block, and they executed it just the way you draw it up.
There are actually 4 Emile brothers on this David Crockett team. 2 sets of twins, something I don't think I've ever seen before in a high school football team. First and 10 for the Pioneers at the 45. Emile that time gets brought down for a loss. A 1 on the play that was Mr. Harris. Chris Harris, that's his second tackle for loss already.
Yeah, he was closing down hard. It's the same thing. The quarterback didn't read that one. It was automatically give. If he would have read it, he'd have been around the end again.
Chris Harris, 6'3", just under 230, and I have a feeling by now he might be at 230. He's already had a big impact on this Dobyns-Bennett defensive line tonight. That was a loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11 as we're approaching 1 minute left in the opening quarter. Dobyns-Bennett has had the ball twice, and they have scored touchdowns both times. This is the second possession for the Pioneers. Fox, quick throw to LaMarcus Dunn, makes a nice catch there, and he's got some room on the outside, and he's forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That was a great catch there. That was a low throw.
Yeah, they had 2 receivers blocking for him, and he was able to get outside, get upfield, and with his speed and the pursuit was able to stop him, but he got 5 yards.
A shoestring grab there by LaMarcus Dunn, the sophomore for David Crockett. And Hayden Chanley said that he is just learning how to play the position. He's going to come out here on this 3rd down play, but the future is very bright for LaMarcus Dunn. The best part for Coach Chanley is that after this year, he still has 2 more seasons with the Pioneers. 3rd and 5, and LaMarcus Dunn is on the sideline for this play. So who will the Pioneers go to? It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and looks like they might have got 1 yard.
That's going to be 4th down decision on Crockett. Are they going to go for it on 4th down?
That was Dylan Callahan on the. Don't you think they have to go for it here at the 38-yard line? I mean, you're way too far for a field goal, but you're too close to punt it.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for it. They're going to let the quarter run out. They'll decide what they're going to do here. They might try to draw them off sides. Would be the first option, I think.
Yeah, they're going
to let this in the game, and they'll throw a pass to him.
Yeah, they're going to let this first quarter clock expire. So after 1 here in Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett out to a 14-0 lead. We'll be back for a big 4th and 3 to start the second quarter. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Life can be A lot sometimes. But at Holston Medical Group, our primary care providers are here through it all, whether it be a routine checkup or something unexpected. Because at HMG, we're here for you through every stage of life with the best primary care and support. Whether it's you or the people you love most, choose a primary care provider you can rely on. Choose HMG, your health partner for life. Now accepting new patients.
Shopping for your next car? With our online store, you can search inventory and get our pricing upfront. Select payment options, get a firm trade offer, and add service and protection plans. Complete your entire purchase from home in a matter of minutes. Then pick your car up at the dealership or have it delivered to you. It's that easy. Start shopping for your next car today.
Whenever my baseball career ended, I was a little sad. I was down on myself because I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then I was able to come here, meet people, and have the great bonds that I have now. When I first got here, I was timid, shy, and just didn't really know what to do or who to be around. Your professors will walk in, they'll know your name immediately, and knowing people from class to class also helped me make friends.
I feel like my journey to success began at King, and the people on this campus have been leading me down the right path.
At Bank of Tennessee, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. The food, the setup, and if you bought enough flowers. So you can worry about what they're going to think. What in the world are they going to think? What your mom will say. And if you remember the dance you practiced 1,000,000 times. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Bank of Tennessee, in the business of happiness.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter. The Pioneer offense on the field for this big 4th and 3. And it's going to be a throw by Fox. He's going deep. That pass is caught. What a catch. Unbelievable. Number 47, Adrian Wynn. And that one we're definitely going to have to see again, Coach.
Yeah, that was the tight end. He just ran like a seam route down the field, and DB had 9 guys in the box. They were playing man out here on the 2 wideouts. And he just, the ball's up, looks like an interception, tipped back up in the air, and then whoops, he catches it in his hands. What great catch by Wynn.
What great hand-eye coordination by Adrian Wynn to come down with that one. A Powell's sudden service, first down, and 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. A big play there on 4th and 3. Maybe a handoff to Callahan. On first down, he picks up maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, he was met there by linebackers from the inside that time. They pulled the guard around to get an extra blocker over there, but DB's ready for it. They're stingy on the run, I'll tell you.
This Dobyns-Bennett defense has allowed 14 points in their first 3 games. They started the season with back-to-back shutouts, and they gave up 14 last week in a big win over Morristown East. So 2nd and 8, they're going to give him 2 yards on that carry. Ball's at the 14-yard line. 3 receivers for the Pioneers. This one's going to be a handoff up the middle to Jake Whaley. First time he got a carry, and I don't think he picked up anything.
No, he might have lost you a little bit on that. Depends on where they spot the ball.
So that sets up 3rd and 8 for David Crockett here.
Chris Harris might have been the first guy to make contact in the backfield. He was crashing down hard. Yeah, I think Crockett can get that quarterback to run it here. Fake it, and the end's crashing down. Got to get him out wide. You got to get by that safety there. He's setting back in.
Ball's on hash. Ball's on the right hash. LaMarcus Dunn is at the top of your screen. 4 receivers for the Pioneers. 3rd and 8. DB's bringing some pressure. And Fox is going to go down, and Christopher Harris there again. That's the 4th time we've said his name tonight.
Yeah, and a group of other guys showed up very fast. What is it, 2 sacks tonight? Yeah, it's just 4th down field goal time.
Yeah, you see them bringing the pressure here and a meeting at the quarterback, but Harris was the first one there, and then 7 of his teammates joined him. So David Crockett, after picking up that 4th down, they go backwards. They're going to have a long field goal attempt here. The ball is at the 22-yard line. So that'll be
looks like about a 39-yard field goal.
Yeah, kick it from the 29. This will be Dawson Callahan, the sophomore. 39-yard field goal attempt. Great shot here. That kick is up, and that is no good. That's going to miss wide to the left. So Dobyns-Bennett still on top, 14-0. You're watching Friday Night Rivals.
Shopping for your next car? With our online store, you can search inventory and get our pricing upfront. Select payment options, get a firm trade offer, and add service and protection plans. Complete your entire purchase from home in a matter of minutes. Then pick your car up at the dealership or have it delivered to you. It's that easy. Start shopping for your next car today.
I'm Chilly Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chilly Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Purchasing a home is one of the biggest financial decisions and biggest financial investments that most people make. And people need to understand how important building your financial future is in regards to tying yourself to home ownership. When you're renting, you're basically renting time 1 month at a time, building someone else's future. So prepare yourself to be able to buy a home, because it can be one of your biggest and best financial strategies as you prepare toward your older age and retirement.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
Welcome back. What a beautiful sunset here in Kingsport, Tennessee from J. Fred Johnson. Here are your first quarter stats. Dominated by Dobyns-Bennett, 129 total yards, 86 through the air. David Crockett just 33 yards.
Yeah, that's that stingy defense. And, I mean, they've lived on it all year. Like you said earlier, they just gave up 14 points.
All right, so the third possession for Dobyns-Bennett will start at their own 20-yard line. It'll be a first down carry. Big hit there, about a gain of 4.
DB using motion going across the set. Little distraction there. It looked like they were going to run a jet sweep and countered back this way that time.
Braden Simpson got the first down carry, the junior. So we've already seen 3 running backs in the game for Dobyns-Bennett. This offense very efficient so far. 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Dobyns-Bennett on top, 14-0 in the early stages of the second quarter. Gonna have 5 receivers here on second down, and Simpson's going to come back beside Carson. Simpson's going to run it here on second down, and he keeps fighting, and one referee has him down back in the first position. Now they're both going to back up and say he was down, so it'll be set up third down.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get 5 in the box that time, but Crockett, they had 6 guys in the box, a little 3-3 stack defense that time, and they were able to stop him.
Of course, that's Julian Emile, 5'11", 290. They're number 72, so he might count as 2 people there in the nose tackle position.
Yeah, he's a big guy right there.
3rd and 3 for the Indians from the 27. They've ran it twice to start this possession. This time it's going to be a pass on 3rd and 3. Carson has it complete to Jonathan Gillespie. Makes a couple moves. Gillespie's across the 40. And then he's going to be taken down about the 43, but a couple of nice moves in a phone booth there by Jonathan Gillespie.
Yeah, he gained almost 20 yards on that. And what he did, once he caught the ball, he put on a couple moves, was cutting back against the grain, and the defense finally caught up with him there. But it was an excellent catch and throw. They did a little crossing pattern there in the middle. And then the college and the pros, and a lot of high school coaches, you hear them call it sort of like a little pick. But, yeah, he's wide open over here. Carson did a good job getting him the ball.
That's a Powell's sudden service first down, and Jonathan Gillespie up to 3 catches. A very dynamic player. Again, we got 5 receivers here on first down, and man in motion. Carson got a man open down the seam. It's complete.
What he did that time, he split the safeties. The safeties were playing back 15 yards, and they were on the hash marks, and he just hit him right down the middle of the field. Perfect pass play. Either Carson called that himself, or they signaled it from the sideline.
Will Hurd with his first catch of the game. Another Powell sudden service first down. It's only fitting that we've got Powell's on board here when we're at the home of Powell's in Kingsport. All right, first down for Dobyns-Bennett at the 34-yard line. Their offense has been on point in this first half. Carson, he got under pressure. He's going to throw a screen. It's complete. This could go for a big play here. A very big play. A Dobyns-Bennett touchdown for Peyton Franklin. David Crockett brought some pressure in the screens. A perfect play call for that.
Perfect play call, set up beautifully. Screen pass to Franklin. Red is blocking. One guy was downfield. He blocked the guy all the way to the sideline and out of bounds. I didn't get his number. You'll see it here on the replay.
So David Crockett bringing pressure. There he is right there. Yeah, see the block. Great blocking there by 25 for Dobyns-Bennett. That's Keldon Mullins.
I mean, that's an awesome block.
Extra point is up, and it is good. Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 21-0. The Indians, 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. You're watching Friday Night Rivals.
This new Toyota Tundra is amazing. It's rugged and capable.
Designed, engineered, and built right here in the USA.
And Tundra is more powerful and more fuel efficient.
The iForce Max hybrid powertrain delivers 437 horsepower.
And with the multi-terrain select, no matter what the conditions are, it automatically adjusts the engine throttle and traction.
While the crawl control modulates the throttle and brakes.
When we say you can go anywhere and do anything,
Tundra really means it.
Yeah.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Life can be a lot sometimes, but at Holston Medical Group, our primary care providers are here through it all, whether it be a routine checkup or something unexpected. Because at HMG, we're here for you through every stage of life with the best primary care and support. Whether it's you or the people you love most, choose a primary care provider you can rely on. Choose HMG, your health partner for life. Now accepting new patients.
Dobyns-Bennett High School. It's been all Indians so far. 21-0 they lead. Dobyns-Bennett's offense. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Jason and Keith giving us some beautiful shots of maybe the best high school stadium in the area. It's like a college, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely like a college.
That last drive for Dobyns-Bennett, 5 plays, 80 yards, just under 3 minutes. Jay Carson now 8 of 9 for 159 yards. Jonathan Gillespie has 3 catches for 80 yards already for Dobyns-Bennett. The Indians
take a chance and kick it deep here, Thomas.
This one's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. Coming up on the Friendship Volvo halftime report, we're going to hear from the band, HMG's Heart of the Town, and we'll also hear from the Tennessee Army National Guard and more. Of course, the Dobyns-Bennett Band, second to none. So it'll be great to listen to a bit of their performance coming up at halftime. But right now, Coach, for David Crockett, you're down 21-0. They've moved the ball, but just have been unable to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, the defense for DB tightened up down there. They had a great opportunity to score on that last possession. And, DB backed them up, and they missed their field goal. And now they're starting back on their own 20-yard line. See what Fox can get going here. Maybe he can hit a pass out there to Dunn.
2 backs, 1 on each side of Fox. This time it's going to be a throw on first down. It's going to be a minimal gain. That's to Jake Whaley for a pickup of maybe 2.
Yeah, Myers shut that down fast. Came up strong. And, I mean, they had 2 blockers out there. The pass, excellent pass, but it just pursuit from the defense.
We're just past the midway point of the second quarter here. All Dobyns-Bennett so far up 21-0 over David Crockett. Dobyns-Bennett 3-0 on the season. They have not been tested yet. Their closest game was last week when they won 42-14 over Morristown East. Second and 8, Fox fakes the short throws, going deep for, looked like it was going to be for Garrett Clark. Incomplete.
And Russell from his safety spot was over there, and he was going after the ball for an interception where he overthrew him.
That's when they tried a little quick throw to the outside, fake that, and have someone else running down there.
Yeah, they tried to fake out Cannon Mullins that time, but he ran with him step for step.
I think Hayden Chanley has called a timeout here for David Crockett ahead of a third down play. I think he was looking for a penalty. So while there's a timeout, we'll take one as well. Dobyns-Bennett on top 21-0 on Friday Night Rivals.
Toyota and your local Toyota dealer are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join News 5 WCYB, Fox 39 WEMT, and Tri-Cities CW to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your local Toyota dealer. Tonight's donation goes to the Dobyns-Bennett Indians.
There are the Dobyns-Bennett Indians. We want to thank their entire athletic department here, Frankie DeBusk, everybody, Coach Christian, for allowing us to come here on a short notice. Again, this game was originally scheduled to be in Jonesboro at David Crockett, and when they decided to play it here, Dobyns-Bennett was gracious enough to allow us to broadcast this game here as well, as the sun is setting in Kingsport on a Friday night in early September. Out of a timeout here by David Crockett. It is 3rd and 8. Of course, I think Pioneers head coach Hayden Chanley, he was looking for a penalty against Clark on that one. 3rd and 8 there, set up a screen to Emil. It's caught. Oh, what a tackle there by Hayden Russell. He saved the first down.
Hayden Russell saved it. They had 2 blockers out in front of him, but Russell was up there too quick for him to turn up the field to get a block. Great defense from your safety.
That was a tremendous tackle right there. Again, there were a whole lot of blockers and only one person left. That was DB brought some pressure, and again, it was against the screen.
Yeah, and Crockett did a great job. They sent motion. DB was in man, so they didn't have a corner over there. And the safety comes up. Hayden Russell did an excellent job.
All right, so David Crockett's going to punt this one from deep in their own end. Dobyns-Bennett should get good field position. Well, they're coming after this one. It's partially blocked. And that one is recovered by the Indians. Again, that was a blocked punt, and Cannon Mullins comes over. Dobyns-Bennett, they brought a lot of people after that one.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they were trying to block that. Someone actually hit the ball, and now they're going to get the ball on their own 27-yard line of Crockett. 27 yards to go to score this time.
Look like Maliki Starnes and Branson Carswell were the 2 closest Indians. Not sure which one of those 2 actually deflected the ball, but a big play on special teams for the Indians, and that sets them up with a very short field.
Oh, yeah. And we might see a quick strike right here, fade to the corner of the end zone.
As a coach, when you had a big play on special teams, did you want to go try to take a quick strike?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to hit the wide out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit Russell down the sideline over there on the top. He's got single man coverage. Safety's backing up. Corner started backing up a little bit.
All right, back is out of motion. Fox, we got a flag in the area of maybe holding. Fox is complete to Russell for the touchdown for the moment, but again, there are 2 flags, and I don't see many Dobyns-Bennett players celebrating.
No, they're probably going to call a hold. Russell broke off his route, came across the field once he seen Carson rolling to the right, wide open in the middle of the field.
In fact, the Dobyns-Bennett team is already huddled back up near the 40-yard line, so they know this penalty is against them.
Holding 70 of the offense. 10 yards from the spot of foul. First down.
Joey Christian, old offensive line coach, is looking at disgust as that call goes against Will Ford. He is the right guard for the Indians.
Yeah, that's one thing he was talking about. The key to the game is penalties.
That's the one area Coach Christian said that he wanted this team to limit the penalties, but they have not had many so far tonight. They had 2 pass interference penalties on that first drive, but I think it might have been their 3rd penalty so far. First one maybe on the offense. So it'll be first and very long for the Indians. Ball's out at their own, the Crockett 39-yard line. Get a carry on first down. They pretty much got those penalty yardage back and then some as Peyton Brooks with a big carry. That's like a rugby scrum there.
Yeah, I think he gained 9, maybe 10 yards off that right side. Just get on your man and push him down the field.
Not bad, Peyton Brooks. He's listed as the 3rd string running back for Dobyns-Bennett, but they really rotate those backs in there.
Yeah, someone's always fresh carrying the ball. Yeah, fresh legs.
And another thing with Dobyns-Bennett is they have so few players that play both offense and defense. They have 82 guys on the roster. That is such an advantage with the numbers they have.
You know, that time Dixon went in motion and he's out of the game now. They put in another guy for him.
2nd and 11 for Dobyns-Bennett on the David Crockett 28-yard line. Fox and Carson fakes the throw. That one is going to be incomplete. Jay Carson looking for Mason Kirchhoff.
They come back and look at this again. I'm sure the coaches saw it. The tight end that time, Dunford, he's actually, I believe, the H-back, went down the seam. He was wide open.
So they faked a quick throw, and we saw David Crockett try that play, and Dobyns-Bennett tries it. That time it was incomplete. One of the few incomplete passes so far for Jay Carson tonight, who's having a great game for Dobyns-Bennett. Aiden Shanley trying to get his defense fired up here. It's 3rd and 11 from the Crockett 28-yard line. Dobyns-Bennett holding penalty, backed them up. They got the penalty yardage back on first down. Now it's 3rd and 11. Carson looking right. That one is caught by Russell. And he goes down right at the 15, and that's going to be a first down.
First down. Yeah, he got up field, got a first down. Even after a 10-yard penalty, so they go 3 plays, and they're back to 25 yards.
That's got to be a backbreaker for the defense when you have them in 1st and 20 and then give up the first down.
Guy came up and got away from the tackle there. And,
the Toyota red zone has been a place that Dobyns-Bennett's offense has been frequently so far in the first half. Under 3 minutes to go. Indians looking to punch it in here. 1st and 10 from the 15. Man in motion. It's going to be a fake. Carson's going to throw it close to a touchdown. Keldon Mullins, who you talked about, had that great block on the previous touchdown. This time he gets a little love with the ball.
Yeah, they rewarded him this time. He came in motion and headed out into the flats. And no one picked him up. And you can see he's wide open out there, and he turns it up to the sideline. And then coming up from the safety position that time, I think, was Clark to make the tackle on about the 2-yard line.
Keldon Mullins,
the 1-yard line.
The junior tight end for Dobyns-Bennett. There's another Powell sudden service first down. Now we're going to get a rare under center snap for Carson. The I formation for Dobyns-Bennett. It's going to be a handoff in for the touchdown is Andrew Myers. That makes it 27-0, the Toyota touchdown. Dobyns-Bennett 4 for 4 on scoring drives.
Yeah, Myers had 2 touchdowns last week. I formation, the fullback just let him off tackle. Just power football down on the goal line.
That might have been the first play they ran under center tonight.
Yeah, first play.
So Titan Thomas on for the PAT attempt. It is up. It is good. That makes it 28-0 Dobyns-Bennett. We'll be back on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Catch the biggest plays and the final scores on Friday Night Huddle with News 5 Sports' Heather Williams every Friday night during Fox 39 News at 10. Friday Night Huddle is sponsored by Ingalls, Hardee's, and Champion Chevrolet.
I'm Casey Getz.
I'm Heather Williams.
I'm Steve Wilmoth of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitySports.com.
We will highlight the key matchups and make our predictions.
Join us for Prep Picks every Wednesday on Fox 39 News at 10.
News 5 and Hardee's are honoring outstanding students who are making a difference both inside and outside the classroom by showcasing their achievements. Email your suggestions to 5starstudent@wcyb.com.
The Tennessee High Vikings versus the Abingdon Falcons. Friday at 6:30 on Fox 39 WEMT. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
Welcome back to Dobyns-Bennett. The Indians on top of David Crockett, 28-0. With 2:35 left in the first half. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford flying high above Kingsport, Tennessee. Thank you to Jason and Keith giving us some great shots tonight, and it has been all Dobyns-Bennett. How impressed are you with this offense we've seen tonight?
Oh, the offense and defense. Defense is holding the great field position there after that block punt to go in and score a touchdown. And now here they're kicking off and hoping to pin them back inside the 21.
All right, Mr. Titan Thomas is that golden leg through the end zone. And if you're David Crockett, they do get the ball to start the second half. So if they can put some points on the board here before halftime, they will get the ball again. So they could have 2 straight possessions, but pretty critical that they have to find the end zone or get some points on the board this possession.
Yeah, they got to find something that works here and move the football. Take some time off the clock, keep the ball out of DB's hands. And with 2:35, it's plenty of time to score.
David Crockett, they have moved the ball a couple times, but they missed the field goal. And another one, they moved it and then had to punt it away. Fox is going to keep it the third time we've seen him, and this time he's going to pick up about 7 yards, and he did a good job turning nothing into something there.
Yeah, he got out there and just turned it up the field. You know, you don't usually see your quarterback doing that, but yeah, he just maybe sort of went over top of somebody there.
Jake Fox, a 6'2" junior, and he has some experience. He started last season and he started last week in replace of Aiden Clark, who started the year at quarterback for the Pioneers. He was injured in the second game. We're going to have a slow developing play on second down as Jake Whaley gets dropped for a loss.
Yeah, and the safety came up hard as well as the outside linebacker. Might have been on Mullins' side over there. And the end did an excellent job blocking, but the support getting to the ball.
Dobyns-Bennett's going to call a timeout on defense to conserve some of that clock. That's the first timeout for Dobyns-Bennett. So, okay, taking me in the huddle here for David Crockett. It's 3rd and 5. What are you going to go with offensively here?
Well, you don't want to stop the clock, but DB's going to stop it anyway, so I think you just go ahead and throw the ball. Something, your best play that's going to get you 6 yards here and a first down. You only need 5, but maybe they could run a hitch route, but the wideouts, they're up in their face. So if they can look for that slot receiver where the safety's covering, they might be able to get him open.
3rd and 5, just under 2 minutes remaining. Dobyns-Bennett called that timeout. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. And the Indians, they have designs on getting a stop here on 3rd down, then getting the ball back before the half ends.
Yeah, we might see them go for another block here if they get a stop here.
Coming up in the second half, we will have the Toyota drive of the game. Our crew scouring through footage of the first half, and we'll see if the drive comes from the first half or could the drive of the game yet to have happened. The only way to find out, stay with us into the 4th quarter. All right, 3rd and 5. Big play here for David Crockett. See if they can keep possession of the ball. A couple extra blockers in there to help. Dobyns-Bennett is bringing a delayed blitz, and Fox is going down. Saw that one coming there, Coach.
Yeah, they had a guy open, but he didn't have time to throw it. They ran a little wheel route over on the side and didn't have time to get him the ball.
Caden Kulbacki with the sack.
And Wesley was running sort of down the middle. I don't know exactly when he came open, but there's the pressure now. He doesn't have time to throw it.
Dobyns-Bennett does take their second timeout there to stop the clock. That'll force a punt here by David Crockett. And
Boy, if you had an offense and defense like this, you would win a lot of football games.
Yeah, and they do win a lot of football games. If you look down there below the scoreboard, 815. They've won 815 games in the history of Dobyns-Bennett High School.
That's not too bad there. Coming up in minute 48, we're going to have the Friendship Volvo halftime report. We'll have performances from the bands, HMG's Heart of the Town, and we'll also hear from the Tennessee Army National Guard. That's coming up on the Friendship Volvo halftime report. So now, the last time, as you mentioned, there's 815 wins in the way things are going tonight. I think that 5 is going to have to be replaced by a 6.
I'm sure they've got the 6 waiting to put it up.
So David Crockett had their last punt blocked. And you said if you're Dobyns-Bennett, are you bringing pressure here again?
Looks like they're going to bring the pressure. They're up there.
The Indians do have 2 players back standing at the David Crockett 45-yard line. This punt's going to come from inside the 5. And now we get a timeout from David Crockett. Hayden Chanley comes running down, something he didn't like in the formation. So that's the second timeout of the half for the Pioneers.
Yeah, you had all the guys up front pressure, and you had Cannon Mullins there, number 1. He was about 10 yards back, playing like a linebacker, just waiting for a fake. I think they go with pressure. Someone's going to go with pressure.
4th and 16. Dobyns-Bennett, dominant performance here in the first half. Again, coming into this game, they had outscored their opponents 114-14. So plus 100 margin in the first 3 games for Joey Christian's team, and have not been tested yet this season. Tonight, they're passing this test so far with flying colors.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, people love offense. People love offense, and what DB's been able to do tonight, Jake Carson throwing the football in the running game there out of Simpson and Franklin. It's, yeah, you can put points on the board in a hurry.
This Dobyns-Bennett defense has 3 sacks already in the first half, and special teams is a block punt, so all 3 phases of the game for Dobyns-Bennett performing well here. And we'll see if they're going to bring some pressure on this punt attempt.
They might be going to set up a wall. They got 2 guys sort of playing linebacker now.
No pressure this time. They're, as you say, going to set up the return, and it's going to be a good return by Gillespie. He cuts outside. He's already inside the 20-yard line before being driven out of bounds.
No flag over there on the sideline. A little pushing and shoving going on.
So Dobyns-Bennett, excellent field position right there as Jake Whaley drove Gillespie out of bounds, and then the players greeting each other, but there is a flag down, so yeah, maybe not. Okay, so first down for Dobyns-Bennett. Yeah.
Not bad to start your offense on the other team's 20-yard line. Well, actually, it looks like 19.
So Dobyns-Bennett used their timeouts. They still have 1 remaining. They were able to stop the clock, so plenty of time. 1:36 remaining. They're going to start this possession as Coach, you mentioned at the 19-yard line of David Crockett. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Carson's coming out throwing on first down, going deep, and that one is incomplete. He was looking for Gillespie.
Yeah, he had good protection that time. They kept the back end to block, and they kept the end from rushing upfield, so he had plenty of time to throw it, but it was excellent coverage in the secondary.
That was Javon Emile on the coverage there. That'll set up 2nd and 10 for Dobyns-Bennett. Jay Carson having a heck of a game so far, heck of a season for Dobyns-Bennett. The 6'6" senior, prototypical pocket passer at the position. Second and 10 from the 19. 1:29 remaining here in the first half. Dobyns-Bennett trying to punch one in here again to go into the locker room. Crockett bringing a little bit of pressure, and this one is high as well by Carson. So good coverage on back-to-back plays in the secondary by the Pioneers.
Yeah, they doubled outside, 2 in the middle of the field, and single coverage over here on the right-hand side. So that, yeah, great coverage, and couldn't ask for better defense than that right there. And you can see he's all over him defensively, and the ball's overthrown.
So 2 plays, 2 incomplete passes for Dobyns-Bennett. 3rd and 10.
We might see a screen pass.
They're going to have 4 receivers back to the right of Carson. Carson has plenty of time, fires across the middle. That's caught by Hayden Russell, and he is down into the end zone for the touchdown. A Toyota touchdown for Hayden Russell. Wasn't sure if he got in there. It was pretty close, but Hayden Russell takes it in, a big third down conversion.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that connection from Carson to Russell. I mean, there's you can see him, he's reading the defense, finding the open area in there, pulled up in front of the safeties, man running the safety a little deeper in the end zone.
So they get 2 players at 2 different levels running those routes there.
Yeah.
We do have a flag on that PAT attempt, so there was no play there.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense. That penalty's declined. We'll retry.
All right, so encroachment against David Crockett. Dobyns-Bennett declining the penalty, so they will kick it again. Titan Thomas, a perfect 4 for 4 in extra points so far, trying to make it 35-0. Thomas is a senior, and it looks like we have another encroachment against David Crockett.
Yeah, over on the outside. They're trying to bring a guy off the corner to block this, and
that penalty is declined. We'll retry.
All right, so we'll see if the third time is the charm here on this extra point attempt.
Javon Mill, I think, is trying to get a jump over there on that left-hand side.
The kick is up, and it is good. Dobyns-Bennett strikes again. It is 35-0. Here's the touchdown. It was 3rd and 10. Carson to Hayden Russell. Coach, what has impressed you about Dobyns-Bennett has been more the offense or the defense?
You know,
both.
Yeah, did you see the protection on that last touchdown? He's just sitting back in the pocket. I mean, just looking over the defense, and he's got all day to throw the ball. Yeah, offense, pretty impressive. But, you know, the defense, how they played all year, only giving up 2 touchdowns. And tonight, their backs were against the wall down there one time, and they got a sack and forced a field goal, and he missed a field goal. So, yeah, defense, they're clicking on all cylinders.
That was a 3-play drive, 19 yards, took just 22 seconds. Of course, when you just pass the ball 3 times and 2 of them were incomplete passes, not going to be a ton of time used off the clock here. So 1:14 left in the first half. Last year, you know, Dobyns-Bennett, they started off the season really well. They kind of faded a little bit in the second half, lost in the first round of the playoffs to Maryville. Joey Christian telling me that, you know, that's not what Dobyns-Bennett football is. They expect to make deep postseason runs every year. 2 years ago, they made it to the state quarterfinals, but they had a ton of seniors on that team. Last year, they were breaking in pretty much new starters at every position. And so they have a lot of guys, a lot of experience on this year's team, and they are clicking on all cylinders so far on the season and tonight as Thomas with the Toyota kickoff. This time, it is not going to reach the end zone, and Neal almost goes out of bounds, but he does catch it, and he's going to be down short of the 20.
Yeah, it's good coverage. They stayed in their lanes that time. Got him. Oh, we got a flag.
A little pushing and shoving there?
I think so. Somebody said something, and he's pointing to Crockett's sideline.
After the play, personal foul, 26 of the kicking team, 15 yards, first down.
20.
All right, that was a personal foul against Dobyns-Bennett's Cooper Martin. Number 26, and almost stepping out of bounds there. Emil toe tapping. That would have been inside the 5-yard line. But then he gets it. Now the ball's out across the 30-yard line. So all of a sudden now through David Crockett, you got 1 timeout left. 1:09 on the clock. At this point, you got nothing to lose. You might as well go for it here and try and put some points on the board before the end of the half. 3 receivers up to the wide side of the field. Callahan is the back next to Fox. They're going to throw it out to LaMarcus Dunn. Try and give him to create some space, and he's doing his best, but he's going backwards. Dobyns-Bennett's defense.
Look how many guys are at the ball. there's 11 guys over there. Once he got held up, everybody got there. And to begin with, it looked like he was going to have something, but the pursuit from the inside caught him. And once he had to cut back, see here, he's going to get outside now. He's going to have to cut back, and it's over with when he cuts back.
This Dobyns-Bennett defense have a new coordinator this year in Teddy Gaines, and this ball was tipped by a couple different players, falls incomplete as they were setting up a screen. But great effort by this defense, as you mentioned, getting 9, 10, 11 helmets rallying to the ball there. And that's when you know a defense is in sync, right? When they are all playing together as one unit.
Exactly. And as much pressure as they're getting on the quarterback, you'd think you'd be able to run a screen pass, but yet they read their keys so well that they shut down a screen pass.
All right, so now it's 3rd and 13, 29.6 seconds left. Each team has one timeout, so Dobyns-Bennett, if they get a stop here, they might think about calling that final timeout. Fox is going to throw it across. That's intercepted. Dobyns-Bennett's defense coming up with the interception. And they're thinking about a touchdown almost. Not quite, though. Eli Wallace, the junior, comes up with the interception, and he looked like he was the intended receiver on that one.
Might have been a little high. The pass might have sailed a little bit, and Fox let loose of it. It went a little high, I believe. We'll see the replay here.
Eli Wallace coming up with the interception for Dobyns-Bennett.
Oh, no, he cut in front of him.
Really nice play there by Eli Wallace. So Dobyns-Bennett, they are going to have a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line with 16 seconds left in the first half. They do have one timeout left. They're inside the red zone, so they are able to run the ball here. If they don't get in, they could call the timeout here, so any play call is available. Peyton Brooks is the running back in the pistol formation behind Jake Carson. They are going to hand it off to Brooks, and he is in. What that offensive line opening up hole after hole there. He could have went about 5 different directions.
Yeah, over that right side over there, Will Ford at right guard and John Tebow at right tackle. They just cleared a hole, and he just walked into the end zone.
I think Brooks could have went right. He could have went left up the middle. That line there dominating on that play makes it 41-0 Dobyns-Bennett. Look here, watch those guys on the right side. As you said, they're pancaking their blocks, and other guys pushing their guys through the end zone. We do have a player down for David Crockett. We'll be back. You're watching Friday Night Rivals.
Does your company need to hire more than 10 new employees and you can't find qualified candidates? Are staffing needs keeping you from meeting the demand for your products or services? Human Resource Directors, let us fill your open positions. Our solutions can be tailored to all industries and businesses, small and large, manufacturing, healthcare, warehousing, transportation, construction, and more. Combining the power of television with targeted digital solutions, WCYB will speak directly to the candidates you need, wherever you need them. We'll showcase why you are an employer of choice. We send qualified candidates directly to your application portal from the Tri-Cities or nationwide, or for any other locations you may have throughout the country. Call WCYB today, or use the on-screen QR code to connect directly with us. We're ready to relieve your staffing needs today.
Welcome back. The injured Pioneer was Jake Whaley, the junior linebacker. It was good to see him walking off there. That was a touchdown run there by Peyton Brooks at Dobyns-Bennett to make it 41-0. So good to see Whaley there. The extra point from Titan Thomas will be upcoming with 11 seconds remaining in the first half. This one has been all Dobyns-Bennett. They've had 6 possessions in the first half, and they have scored 6 touchdowns. Dobyns-Bennett, they scored 42 points last week in their win over Morristown East, and they're an extra point away from getting that here in the first half tonight. And Titan Thomas's extra point is up and good, makes it 42-0. And how about that offensive line there on that last run?
Yeah, that's a the blocking that they demonstrated right then was unbelievable. All the offensive line, they were on their guys. They were pushing them, perfect blocks, driving them down the field, and he just walked into the end zone. Easy touchdown from Brooks.
Here it is again, and there you saw Whaley. There was a couple guys on the ground, and he got blocked over them there. So good to see Whaley, and what a beautiful shot here of J. Fred Johnson Stadium. When they added that upper deck here, it really does look like a college stadium. It's just a tremendous facility here.
Yeah, I think that's something that the community is proud of, all of Kingsport. The football team and the facilities that they have here is just unbelievable.
This is the third game this season that Dobyns-Bennett has played here at this stadium. They played Tennessee High in the opener, and then last week they played Morristown East here. 11 seconds left in the first half. We'll see if Titan Thomas, he's put a couple through the end zone, but there's also been a few that have been returnable by Javon Emile. Maybe with 11 seconds, maybe even does a type of a squib kick possibly as well. For the Toyota kickoff, and Titan Thomas has been a busy man here in the first half, and he's going to go for a low liner. That one goes right over Emile and into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, that looked like a knuckleball. I don't think he hit it as solid as he wanted to hit it, but it went through the end zone. So Crockett comes out again, snap the ball, and the half will be over.
You expect them to take a knee here or try and...
Yeah, no, they might hand the ball off, but the quarterback might just take a knee. Get out of this half, regroup at halftime, see if they can get something going in the second half.
All right, Pioneers are lining up in a 3-receiver set. Emile standing next to Fox. It will be a handoff to Javon Emile. And he gets brought down for a gain of about 7 yards. And that will be the final play of the first half, as it has been all Dobyns-Bennett. The Indians on top 42-0 over David Crockett. And Dobyns-Bennett doing it on offense, defense, and special teams. Of course, they had that block punt on special teams, an interception on defense, a couple of stops, and then their offense has been flawless in the first half. 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns. We're going to catch up with Dobyns-Bennett head coach Joey Christian before we begin our halftime report here. And, you know, football coaches I know are never happy, but always something to improve on, but not much that I saw in this first half that the Indians have to improve on. As we're going to get Coach Christian here momentarily. Coach, this is Casey. First half, you had 6 possessions on offense, 6 touchdowns. Talk about the efficiency of your offense.
Well, I thought our offense has played well, for sure. You know, we haven't had too many penalties. We had a couple. We have overcome those. But, you know, we had a couple of short fields set up by a punt, a turnover, some things like that. So really good play on both sides of the ball for us. You know, that gum special teams, though, we kind of took a step back in the first half on them. But we'll try to get some things settled down on that, and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, Coach, the special teams, I know, very important in any ball game. And I think you said early in the year about every 5 or 6 plays is a special team play. And I think the only thing you might have been talking about that kickoff and losing a little coverage going up that sideline there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, your defense has been, you know, finding the football wherever it's located.
Yeah, you know, listen, hey, that's been us all year. We got 11 guys. We want to get 11 hats to the football. And, you know, tonight's not been any different. So really proud of those guys. Love the way they play. We just got to, you know, we got to continue on. We're not going to, you know, when we get out there and play, when your number's called, you're going to play to the standard of the Spears. The Spears is what we are. When you put that maroon helmet on with those gray and white Spears, that's the standard. Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck in the second half. Thank you, guys.
All right, up next is the Friendship Volvo halftime report. Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 42-0 on Friday Night Rivals.
At Bank of Tennessee, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to pull it all off, like finding the perfect soil mixture, the right pots, and a healthy inventory. So you can wonder what they'll think of the displays, and if your green thumb will leave its mark on the community. We're here along the way, so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Bank of Tennessee, in the business of happiness.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
I've worked at Summers Taylor now 14 years. I started right out of high school as a laborer, worked my way up. What I love about this line of work is that hard work really does pay off. If you're willing to work hard, you can start at the bottom, work your way up to the top. Summers Taylor has great pay, great benefits, 401k. At Summers Taylor, our employees are definitely our #1 asset.
Join our team today. Scan the QR code or visit summerstaylor.com to apply.
Welcome to the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report.
Welcome back to the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report. Dobyns-Bennett all over David Crockett, 42-0 at halftime. Let's take a listen to the David Crockett Band. It's time for the Holston Medical Group Heart of the Town segment. Here is Andrew McClung.
Holston Medical Group's Heart of the Town.
Welcome into this week's Holston Medical Group Heart of the Town. I'm Andrew McClung at Nick's Restaurant in Kingsport, and I've got Greg Saunders, the general manager of the restaurant, beside me. Greg, just kind of tell me about Nick's history and how long it's been here in Kingsport.
Well, Nick's is the oldest restaurant in Kingsport. We've been around since 1938. Specializing in fried chicken and burgers for most of those years.
So tell me, what is a go-to meal here for a lot of people?
I mean, the go-to meal is our chicken breast. It's an antibiotic, hormone-free chicken breast, very lightly fried, and of course all the country sides to go with it.
And Nick's, y'all have a real big family aspect here. Kind of talk about the family aspect and the home kind of feel y'all have here.
Well, I mean, it starts because it is a family restaurant. It's owned by a husband and wife. Her mother works here. The brothers and sisters work here. So the family starts from within. And then just the people who have been supporting Nick's over the years have become more of the family. So it's just that little local spot that everybody goes to.
And y'all are expanding here soon. Y'all are going to be moving locations up to the other side of Fort Henry Mall here in Kingsport.
Very excited about that. We don't have a date yet, of course, with these times going on, but it is a brand new building, hoping sometime in November to get it open, but it's going to be a bigger, just a nicer atmosphere, but not lose the family atmosphere, not lose the same staples that Nick's has always provided, but maybe have some enhancements to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Greg. And be sure to come out, check out their restaurant here in Kingsport before they open up their new location. And then when they open up that new location, go check out that one too. But for now, reporting in Kingsport for this week's Holston Medical Group Heart of the Town, I'm Andrew McClung.
All right, thanks a lot, Andrew. Hopefully you got some good food there at Nick's. Dobyns-Bennett all over David Crockett, 42-0. We'll be back for more of the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand-washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
Have you collected or inherited gold jewelry, silver diningware, gold or silver coins over the years? Nearly everyone has a collection, whether they realize it or not. Even broken gold jewelry is valuable. At Southern Gold Traders, you can get a free evaluation and find out what they're worth. And if you're looking to sell, we offer cash on the spot. We also offer watch and car key battery replacements. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or repair, stop by Southern Gold Traders in Bristol or Johnson City.
Did you know you can make your current home your perfect home with an ECU home equity loan? Need another room? We've got a loan for that. Need to remodel your kitchen? We've got a loan for that. Need repairs? We've got a loan for that. Whether you have a lot of equity in your home or just a little, Eastman Credit Union has a choice that's right for you. And that's what it means to have ECU beside you.
Honda Kingsport is having a huge pre-owned sale. We have nearly 500 pre-owned vehicles available, all covered with our love it or leave it satisfaction guarantee, and all are priced to sell. So if you're shopping for pre-owned, come see us. We're not perfect, but we do a pretty good job with our pre-owned.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
You're watching the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report.
Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 42-0. It's time now to hear from the Tennessee Army National Guard.
The Tennessee Army National Guard.
Tonight we're glad to have with us Sergeant Chris Badley, and the Tennessee Army National Guard's been our coin toss sponsor all season long. When you have a football game going on, you know you have the support of communities that are supporting those schools. The Tennessee Army National Guard also gets into that community relationship as well. Tell us about that.
Absolutely, Jim. And again, thank you so much. We really appreciate WCYB and all they do to help us out. The community is absolutely essential to how the National Guard works. We attempt to be with the community every single day, whether we're at the Appalachian Fair, we're at schools, we're participating in touch-a-trucks, like we're going to be at the Covered Bridge Festival here in Elizabeth in a couple weeks. And so we love our community. As for our workforce in the community, it is so important that we communicate with them. Communication is essential for the National Guard to work functionally. And so the community and our employers know exactly when we'll be drilling, and they can participate with us. And as they show our support, we support them. We can give them the Patriot Award. It's a phenomenal award. They can put in a plaque, put it in their building, and they get recognized by the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Family is part of that community. Tell me about how that exists, not only within the office here and all of the recruiters that are in the Tri-Cities DMA, but throughout the community, I guess you become part of that family.
Absolutely. One of my favorite things about the National Guard is that all soldiers, we are part of one big family. We work together, we support one another, and we look out for one another. We want each other to be successful. And so not only do we see each other in the office, but we see each other outside the office. It's important for us to grow together and to support our families. My wife is my best friend. When I get asked in the community or told, like, thank you for your service, I always want to point to my wife. I want to say she's the real hero. She's the one that supports me and my family while I'm out being a citizen soldier and chasing my dreams.
Well, let's get back to the action on the field and see what those families out there are doing.
Thank you very much, Jim. The Dobyns-Bennett Band getting ready to perform. Let's take a listen as they get started here momentarily. right, the Dobyns-Bennett Band, just incredible. Congratulations. Great job, guys. Now it's time to hear from Friendship Volvo. Here is Richard Blackstock.
We're here at the Friendship Volvo halftime report of this David Crockett versus Dobyns-Bennett game, and with us is General Manager Richard Blackstock. Richard, Volvo has a wonderful car. It's a select car, a niche car, and a safe car as well.
Very safe, and we got, full electric, we got mild hybrids, we got hybrids. So we got a car for every family, every need, every want. So the best thing to do is just come down, take a test drive, and see which one fits in your garage.
Now, you have, as you said, maybe the best selection that you've had in a long, long time?
The volume of new cars coming in is starting to pick up. We're starting to see a few more Hyundais coming in and a lot more Volvos. So hopefully it continues and we can continue to move them out and put them on the street.
You're located here in Bristol off the Bluntville Highway. You're next door to the newly being renovated Hyundai store. Those are just a couple of the things that you can offer people.
We are excited about that. It's supposed to be done sometime in the next 2 weeks. We've been waiting for 5 months to get back in there. We've got a great selection of new Hyundais coming in. I think we picked up 7 or 8 today and got more coming. So if it's a Hyundai you're looking for, we've got a yard full of them. So come on by and see us.
And the thing that people need to remember is not only do you have Volvo and Hyundai right here at this location, you can hook them up with a new GMC, Chevrolet, Nissan,
Honda,
Ford. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. We got them everywhere. But the big thing to remember is Friendship about 2 years ago went with a lifetime warranty on all new cars and most of our used cars. So the best thing to do is come in and pick out either a used or a new, and we'll figure the payments for you, and we'll get you going down the road.
You get a nice fancy Volvo. You mentioned the lifetime warranty. You take it home and you're about 3 or 4 days into driving it. You also have another feature that people can come back and find you another new Volvo.
It's called the Friendship Advantage. You bring it back up to 7 days and we'll exchange it for a light car or a little bit more if you want to, but it's still an advantage. And the lifetime warranty, the first place finish that we use, everything that we do for our customers is the longevity and the good looking car when you get ready to trade it in.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Tired of playing the waiting game? You should have called Precision Electrical.
That's it. I'm calling Precision Electrical right now.
Thank you for calling Precision Electrical. How may I help you?
Yes, I am very frustrated. I've been waiting on another company all day, and I'm just really hoping you guys can help me.
Yes, we schedule our appointments in 2-hour windows, and we'll give you a call when our tech is on his way. Thank you for calling Precision Electrical.
With Friendship Fast Pass, you can search inventory online, get pricing up front, select payment options, and get a firm trade offer. You can complete the entire purchase from home and then pick up the car at our dealership, or we'll deliver it to you. It's that easy with Friendship Fast Pass.
He's just a good, caring person, and I really think a lot of him, and I appreciate all that he's done.
I like coming to the dentist now because of the results and the atmosphere.
You clearly have another choice at the Center for Family and Implant Dentistry.
Whenever my baseball career ended, I was a little sad. I was down on myself because I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then I was able to come here, meet people, and have the great bonds that I have now. When I first got here, I was timid, shy, and just didn't really know what to do or who to be around. Your professors will walk in, they'll know your name immediately, and knowing people from class to class also helped me make friends.
I feel like my journey to success began at King, and the people on this campus have been leading me down the right path.
You're watching the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report.
Welcome back. Dobyns-Bennett on top 42-0 at halftime over David Crockett. It's time now for our Toyota School Spotlight.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Pretty sure it's that.
It's really just like back here.
Or in the back?
Yeah.
Each day is a new adventure dealing with kids. There's never 2 days in the same. Every day is just a new adventure. You getting to watch them come in as freshmen and watching them mature over 4 years and go out into the world and being productive adults after that time is the cool part of the job. This time we're going to do the same thing. Only difference is we're going to go up and down, okay? All right, ready? Go. Usually when we're seeing them, usually they've had an injury, especially if they've had to have a long-term rehab. Teaching them how to persevere through adversity. You know, there's going to be bad days during your life, and you have to learn how to deal with them. Learn how to just press on, being mentally tough. Hold for me. Don't let me push down. Ready? Go. Any sharp pain with that? No? No, bend both knees, just like we did yesterday. Kids do a great job of, like I say, meeting your expectations and never sell yourself short. You're mentally tougher, physically tougher than you think you are, and try and push yourselves to your out of your comfort zone.
Kevin Tribbett does a lot here at Dobyns-Bennett for all the sports. Good to see him being recognized. Back inside the broadcast booth, Casey gets along with James Cawley. All Dobyns-Bennett in the first half.
Yeah, whatever Dobyns-Bennett's done in the first half, they do it right. Here they started off with a little hitch pattern, and he takes it with a move and up the sideline, tackle on about the 1 yard line, and then they punch it in from there for a touchdown.
That first drive of Dobyns-Bennett was 3 plays and took under a minute. Then on defense, they get an interception here. And then the offense back to work again for Dobyns-Bennett on the ground. They were successful also through the air. Jay Carson, great first half.
Yeah, just like right there, the little curl pattern right there in the end zone. Backs put moves on you, lineman block. It's unbelievable, the offense, how they're clicking tonight. Every possession's a touchdown.
It's been all Dobyns-Bennett. They're on top 42-0 over David Crockett. We'll be back with the second half kickoff right after this.
Thanks for watching the Friendship Volvo Halftime Report.
Get paid for your trade at Chance Scott Kia. No matter the miles, no matter the year, no matter the condition, no matter what you owe, get top dollar for your car with an instant cash offer. Get paid for your trade today at ChanceScottKia.com.
We want to see you in a Kia.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
The excitement is back on Rocky Top, and no one takes you inside the orange like the locker room, connected by Iris Networks. Join me, Mark Packer, along with Austin Price of VolQuest.com and former Tennessee wide receiver Jason Swain, as we give you the scoop on the Vols.
Each and every week, you have to play your best football.
And speaking of the Vols, we'll have a current player in studio each and every week. Make sure you join us every Sunday night for the locker room, connected by Iris Networks.
Whenever my baseball career ended, I was a little sad. I was down on myself because I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then I was able to come here, meet people, and have the great bonds that I have now. When I first got here, I was timid, shy, and just didn't really know what to do or who to be around. Your professors will walk in, they'll know your name immediately, and knowing people from class to class also helped me make friends.
I feel like my journey to success began at King, and the people on this campus have been leading me down the right path.
Our commitment to customer satisfaction sets us apart. Every new Lexus comes with complete door-to-door service, including free pickup and delivery, Lexus loaner cars, and hand washing your Lexus every time it's in for service.
Buying a new vehicle is an important decision. A new Lexus from Lexus of Kingsport is a perfect choice.
Welcome back. Here's your first half stats, and as you might anticipate by the score, 42-0, dominated by Dobyns-Bennett. 271 yards of total offense to just 46, Coach.
Yeah, it's been a dominating game for DB. I mean, the defense, when you only give up 23 yards rushing in a half, 23 yards passing, yeah, you're going to keep that scoreboard with that goose egg over on your side. They've been, you look at first downs. They've scored 42 points, but they've only had 11 first downs. That tells you the big plays that they've had.
All righty. Before we get going here in the second half, Peyton Franklin for Dobyns-Bennett. Look at his first half highlights. He so balanced this offense. He caught that screen pass, and Franklin, one of the many backs getting it done for Dobyns-Bennett in the first half. Got Peyton Franklin, a sophomore, so he's got a few more years left in him, and we're ready for the second half kickoff here. The Toyota kickoff to get things going. 42-0 Dobyns-Bennett, and that is the number of the kicker for DB. Titan Thomas, as he puts this one down at the 2-yard line. Javon Emil doesn't bring it back to the 20, so good coverage there. As Joey Christians talked about special teams, he was really upset with how they played, and they made a correction there.
Yeah, anytime you could kick the ball and hold him inside the 20-yard line, I think they got him maybe down on the 16 or 17, looks like the 17-yard line maybe. That's great kickoff coverage. They were getting down the field, staying in their lanes, hemmed him in, nowhere to go, gang tackling.
And I should have known better than saying, what could he possibly have to complain about at 42-0? We put him on. He said, our special teams, we took a step backwards in the first half. So we will have a running clock here in the second half with the game being more than 30 points. This year, it's the new rule is if it's a 30-point game in the second half, it's a running clock. It used to be 35 as Emil breaks out of a tackle on the first play of the second half. Javon Emil, what a play there to start the second half for David Crockett.
Yeah, he went up the middle and actually got hit, bounced back and headed to the outside. DB had 6 guys in the box, and everybody was in there to gang tackle. And all of a sudden, he backs out of there and runs around the right end and gets a first down and is out to the, looks to be like the 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
All right, coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll have our Toyota drive of the game. A lot of first half drives to choose from for Dobyns-Bennett. They had 6 of them on offense, and they scored all 6 times. They had the ball here, but David Crockett, good play to begin the second half. Emil going to get another carry. This time, though, he's going to be brought down by Caden Kolbacki.
Yeah, Kolbacki from his linebacker position drug him down. I think he made maybe 2 yards, a yard and a half that time. Great defense there. They ran a trap coming back to this left-hand side.
They're going to give him 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 9 from the David Crockett 29-yard line. The Pioneers looking to get anything going positive here on offense. They did move the ball a couple of their possessions in the first half. They had a missed field goal, and another one they weren't able to convert as well. So 2 runs by Emil to start the second half. Fox is going to throw it for the first time. He's going deep to LaMarcus Dunn.
He couldn't get down the field, couldn't get away from the defender. He was running with him stride for stride. Max protection at time. It looked like they might even run it over to the right side. They had a H-back in there, and then they had a blocking back. But nothing going down the sideline.
They'll set up 3rd and 9 for David Crockett. Their first possession of the second half. And again, we do have a running clock in this game unless David Crockett is able to get it under 30 points here. We got a player running on late for the Pioneers. That's Garrett Clark, who came on the field late. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen on 3rd and 9. Fox across the middle. That ball is tipped and almost intercepted and almost caught again by a. That's the second time we've seen some crazy bounces tonight.
Yeah, Dunn was in there to almost make a reception after the tip. And, of course, the DB safety was sitting back there. I think it was Russell or Evans. One was sitting back there and almost made an interception. So, yeah, exciting play while the ball was in the air there.
That was Eli Wallace who first tipped it for Dobyns-Bennett. That'll set up a punt here for David Crockett. The Pioneers got 1 first down on this drive, and then they weren't able to move it much more after that, so Dobyns-Bennett will get the ball back. Not coming after this one. Nice kick away. That is caught at the 40-yard line, and we'll be back. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Life can be a lot sometimes. But at Holston Medical Group, our primary care providers are here through it all, whether it be a routine checkup or something unexpected. Because at HMG, we're here for you through every stage of life with the best primary care and support. Whether it's you or the people you love most, choose a primary care provider you can rely on. Choose HMG, your health partner for life. Now accepting new patients.
This is the legendary Toyota 4Runner.
For 40 years, this bad boy's been dealing with the off-road like nobody else.
4Runner's one of 15 different all-wheel drive vehicles from Toyota,
including this favorite of mine, the best-selling Toyota Tacoma.
The Tacoma is all about off-road adventure.
Yeah, it's got multi-terrain select, crawl control, electronic locking rear differential. It has it all.
So whatever you get us into, Tacoma can get us out of.
And we'll have a lot of fun doing it.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Looked like Christian was there and Ford was there.
All right, welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. The Dobyns-Bennett offense will be on the field for the first time here in the second half, and they will have a new quarterback in the game for the Dobyns-Bennett. It'll be number 6, Noah Blankenship, a senior, 6'2". He's a lefty, Noah Blankenship. His second year at the Dobyns-Bennett program. He started his high school career in Abingdon on the other side of the state line. And he was on the team, played some last year, and Carson got the starting job. Blankenship is the backup. He's going to hand it off on first down for a big carry. We showed you some plays of Peyton Franklin in the first half, and he comes out with a big run on first down for the first play of the second half.
Yeah, motion coming this way that time, and great blocking on this right-hand side. He cut it up the field there, and he got 15 yards. We got a player injured.
Got a David Crockett defender down on the ground.
Left guard pulled around there to seal up back up inside.
All right, when the player's down, we will be right back.
Shopping for your next car? With our online store, you can search inventory and get our pricing upfront. Select payment options, get a firm trade offer, and add service and protection plans. Complete your entire purchase from home in a matter of minutes. Then pick your car up at the dealership or have it delivered to you. It's that easy. Start shopping for your next car today.
I'm Chili Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty, covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chili Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
Unfortunately, most individuals and households have faced some financial challenges at some point, and in most cases, these can result in some really negative credit situations, such as bankruptcies. But we all have the ability to reestablish our credit profile. The first step is to open up a few small, manageable credit trade lines, such as smaller credit cards. The key is to always pay them on time and to keep the balances on these cards at 50% or less of the credit limit at all times. This will help drive your credit scores back up, and after 2 years elapses from the negative credit situation, it's quite possible that you would be able to qualify to purchase a home or other items that you hadn't been able to qualify for.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
All right, that was Hayden Wesley for David Crockett getting helped off the field there. A senior defensive back for the Pioneers. We're back under action. A first down for Dobyns-Bennett. Noah Blankenship in a quarterback. First possession, another handoff. That's going to be Franklin again. So Peyton Franklin, a couple of early carries here in the second half.
Yeah, it's another trap play coming back to the right side after faking the jet sweep to the left side. And what we had come in there, Wesley went out as safety, so they brought in a new safety back there. Dunn, I believe it looks like Dunn's playing safety. He was at the corner. Now he's moved back to safety.
As a gain of 3 on first down, be 2nd and 7 for Dobyns-Bennett. Approaching 6 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. We do have a running clock for the second half. Noah Blankenship in at quarterback. It's going to be another handoff to Franklin, and he's not going anywhere as he's brought down for a loss on the play. Nice tackle. The big man in the middle, Julian Emile, 5'11", 290, and you're not going to run over him very often.
No, it's a great stop by the middle of the defense there. You can see Emile getting up, big guy. The jet sweep action, they've run that a lot, but they've never handed it off, so we might see that here in a minute.
Julian Emile is just a sophomore. And again, there are 4 Emile brothers on this David Crockett team. 2 sets of twins on the team. 2 of them are sophomores and 2 of them are juniors. So they'll all be back for another year together. Another handoff. Good hard running. The ball did pop out there. That was Braden Simpson, his first carry of the second half. That's going to set up a 4th down for Dobyns-Bennett. They've kept it on the ground this entire possession. Braden Simpson, his first carry of the second half.
Yeah, they were 3 receivers to the top side that time. 2 wide outs, and they had an H-back over there, but they came back this side. And Crockett was ready for that outside linebacker there. Number 47, Wynn, made a great play.
It's 4th and 2. Dobyns-Bennett leaving the offense out there. Ball's at the David Crockett 37-yard line. They got to get to the 35 to pick up a first down. They've kept it on the ground every play on this possession.
Same formation as the last play.
It's going to be a run, and it's going to be a first down by Simpson. He was hit behind the first down marker, but he picks up a Bank of Tennessee first down.
Yeah, you can see those legs are pumping. Forward body lean and forward drive.
There's Braden Simpson. Again, he was first contacted short of the first down marker, but he kept those legs moving and picked up the first down.
There's a trap play coming back to this right side again. This time they changed formations.
Got the H-back on the right side of the formation. It's going to be a toss here on first down.
Yeah, he sealed the end back to the inside. H-back did an excellent job blocking that time, and it looks like he picks up, 6 yards, 7 yards?
That was Peyton Brooks.
6 yards.
His first carry here the second half. Yeah, give him 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4 for Dobyns-Bennett. There's Hayden Chanley, his Pioneers. Next week, they're going to be back in region play. It's a really big game for them. They lost their region opener last week to Morristown West. They're going to be in Bristol next week, taking on Tennessee High. The Vikings, it'll be their home opener, a very quirky schedule for Tennessee High. Their first 3 games are on the road, also an early bye week, so it'll be week 5 before the Vikings play their first home game. Brooks with a carry on second down. He got tripped up by 72, Julian Emile, and he saved the big play there.
Yeah, he did. That's another first down. They're just going to run the ball. I doubt if we see a pass this half. That was in a tight formation. Looked like a bunch set over on the left-hand side.
You saw Emile tapping his helmet after that. He needs a breather. 72's worked hard on this possession, so he's going to head out. But, yeah, David Crockett going to fall to 2-2 here. But, again, they'll be back in region play, and it's really a must-win game for them next week if they want any chance to win the Region 1 5A championship, since they're already 0-1 in the league. Daniel Boone, Morristown West figured to be the top 2 teams in Region 1 5A. They actually play next week at Daniel Boone. That'll be a big game here. 1st and 10. We've got a first-time carry there to Hayden Job for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, he ran behind the H-back that time to the wide side of the field. They had twins out there. Went back in there. Looked like a great defense coming from the inside there from Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone's really slowed things down this half. Been able to, the clock's running down to, 1:14?
Yeah, David Crockett's defense here trying to hold Dobyns-Bennett out of the end zone for the first time. Noah Blankenship playing quarterback. Got 3 receivers at the top of your screen here. Dobyns-Bennett has not thrown the ball yet in the second half. And Blankenship is going to keep it this time on the quarterback keeper, and he lowers his shoulder. Nice run there by Noah Blankenship as he is close to a first down. Looks like he might be just a little bit short.
Yeah, I think they were trying to fool Crockett that time by going strong to the left-hand side. They had the twins out there and had a tight end on that side too. Then they faked a run to the left, and the quarterback kept it coming around the right side.
But your quarterback there embracing the contact, seeking it out there, lowering the shoulder.
Yeah, I think Blankenship wants to show that, hey, I can run the ball too.
Inside the Toyota red zone, this will likely be the final play of the third quarter.
Same formation, trips, tight.
It's going to be Job on the handoff. He's trying to cut it back inside. He's down inside the 10. And that will be the end of the third quarter. No scoring in quarter number 3. Dobyns-Bennett on top of David Crockett, 42-0. We're back for the final 12 minutes after this on Friday Night Rivals.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
I'm Chilly Billy Jones. That was me as a baby. Cute, right? Now, ever since I can remember, I've loved chili. You can probably tell. Especially Pal's Chili Burger. One tasty all-beef patty, covered in chili, cheese, and onions. I'm a big fan. Even got my own chili bits, all ready for the occasion. It's Chilly Billy time.
Chili lovers rejoice. The Chili Burger, only at Pal's. Great food in a flash.
I love you.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're back on the road again in the adventurous new Toyota RAV4. Now, we can tell you why RAV4 is the best-selling SUV.
But we'd rather show you.
Let's go.
First off, RAV4 is one of 14 different Toyotas available as an electrified vehicle.
At 40 mpg, it's got a driving range of 580 miles.
Saving you thousands in fuel costs over the next 5 years.
And every new RAV4 comes with 2-year no-cost maintenance included.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I've been at Summers Taylor for about 15 years now. I started out as a laborer, worked my way up to a concrete foreman. And I have a good group of guys, and the pay is good. You get paid every single week, so that's always a plus. We got 401k, full dental, medical. We need all experience levels, skilled and unskilled. We're ready to hire today.
Join our team today. Scan the QR code or visit summerstaylor.com to apply.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter here at Dobyns-Bennett High School. The Indians on top of David Crockett, 42-0. The Sky 5 drone, powered by Empire Ford, flying high above J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Thank you again to Jason Hutchinson, Keith Roberts, have been flying our drone. We got 2nd and 7 for Dobyns-Bennett. It's going to be a little pop pass.
Yeah, it's like a jet sweep, but you actually just toss him the ball. So if he drops it, it's an incomplete pass. Able to get upfield there and gain about 4 yards. They've got a flag on the play.
Yeah, Rome Pruitt was the one that goes down as a completion if the play stands, but there is a penalty.
Let's see what they call.
Holding on the offense.
Holding 3 on the offense. 10 yards from the spot foul. We put it down.
All right, they called, there's Peyton Brooks there. You see him, number 3. They call him for holding. So that'll back him up to the 18-yard line. Dobyns-Bennett, they will improve to 4-0 when this one wraps up. And next week, they're going to head to West Ridge for the first time ever. Of course, just the second year of West Ridge. Last year, they played here at Dobyns-Bennett. So the Indians will be at West Ridge next Friday. That'll be a big atmosphere for their first visit up to the Ridge. And Job is going to get another carry inside the 10, down close to the 5.
Yeah, you see a great block that time by number 32, Brody Dunford, over there on that right-hand side. That got swung around the corner that time. Cut up field, great run. Got back the yardage from the holding. Now it's going to be 3rd down and about, 4? No, about 2.
About 2.5 to 3, I'd say.
Yeah,
we'll say
looks
3.
like 3 yards.
3rd and 3 from the 5 for Dobyns-Bennett. Again, they have not attempted a pass in the second half. It's been all runs. Noah Blankenship has been a quarterback for their one and only possession here so far in the second half. He is a senior left-handed quarterback. Not sure we'll get to see him throw one here tonight. That's going to be a handoff to Job, and he is going to be close to the 1st down marker. It looks like from up here he might have a 1st down.
Yeah, it's going to be really close. We might even see a measurement here. They signal, nope.
They're not measuring up 42 nothing.
Hey, they gave him a 1st down. Forward progress, 1st down.
That's right. If it was a closer game, it might be a little more exact, but just use the eye. And so it's 1st and goal from the 2 now for the Indians.
The tight end that time, he's actually an H-back, led up the middle like a fullback, and he just followed him up through there.
So we'll see Hayden Job in the backfield. See if he can find the end zone here. It's going to be a handoff to Job, and he is in for the Dobyns-Bennett touchdown. Hayden Job with the Toyota touchdown makes it 48-0.
Yeah, the right-hand side of the offensive line, everybody over there just blew their man off the ball into the end zone. They just followed his block up through there. A linebacker came up in the hole, but missed the tackle.
So Dobyns-Bennett, 7th possession of the game, 7 touchdowns. Blankenship will stay in as the holder here on the TAT. That makes it 49-0. All Dobyns-Bennett here tonight. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
It's time to get back out on the road again.
In a new electrified vehicle.
And Toyota's got more than anyone else.
Many of them built right here in the USA. Like this electrified Highlander Hybrid that has a driving range over 600 miles and never has to stop to recharge.
It just happens automatically.
Saving you thousands versus the average new vehicle.
When you run the numbers, you can see why people love the Toyota Highlander.
And with every new Highlander, you get 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Hardee's is proud to recognize our scholar athletes, celebrating excellence in academics and athletics.
Each week, WCYB, in conjunction with Hardee's, is honoring one student athlete from each school involved in Friday Night Rivals for their achievements on and off the field. This week's winner from David Crockett is Hope Krell. She carries a 3.85 GPA. Krell is a 4-year member of the cross-country team, in addition to her involvement with ROTC and volunteering at her church. From Dobyns-Bennett, we honor Jake Carson. He carries a 4.19 GPA. Carson is a 2-year starter on the football team. Off the field, he's involved with National Honor Society and volunteers at his church.
All Hardee's scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
All right, Dobyns-Bennett on top 49-0 here, 9:07 remaining in this contest. Very impressive performance tonight by Dobyns-Bennett. Great performance by their band. We got to see at halftime and even pregame. They put on quite a show here.
Yeah, if you've never seen Dobyns-Bennett band at halftime, you need to make the trip and watch some unbelievable performance. And I know that Blankenship got in there and got some snaps, and it was great for DB to have their second QB in there on that drive.
All right, so the Toyota kickoff here. Pioneers will get the ball back. This one will be returnable. Fielded at the 17-yard line, and his own man tackles, and that kind of sums up the night for David Crockett. Dylan Maupin. Here's our Toyota drive of the game. We're going to go back to the first half for this one. It's going to start with an interception by Dobyns-Bennett. That was Cannon Mullins with the interception. Then Peyton Franklin with a big run to get the Indians cooking on offense. And then finally, Jake Carson is going to hit Hayden Russell for the touchdown. That was your Toyota drive of the game.
Well executed every play on that drive.
All right, the Pioneer offense going to keep it on the ground here.
Hey, they ran a trap play back to this side. It's what they call the counter tray. 2 linemen pulling, kicking out, and cutting up the field.
Dylan Callahan with the carry, the 5'11 junior. There's Hayden Chanley, the head coach of the Pioneers, and his job now will be get his team refocused as they step back into region play again. They will be on the road next week at Tennessee High. A really, really big region game for both teams. It'll be the first region game for Tennessee High, and Dobyns-Bennett, again, even though their second team is in, they're still flying around to the football, and they're, as Coach Christian told us at halftime, they're going to play to the standard of the Spear.
They're playing it. McVeigh that time came up, Carden McVeigh, and he filled a hole there, shut down that. But they got 3rd and short. They pick up a first down here.
3rd and 1. Dylan Callahan's going to stay in the backfield beside Jake Fox. A bit of a high snap. Callahan, he has the first down. Hard hit on the play. Callahan, though, got the first down for David Crockett.
Yeah, coming up in the secondary there, over there on that far sideline. Looked to me like it might have been, I can't see. Sorry, I can't see.
We are a ways up here at Dobyns-Bennett. Very impressive facilities here, and we're at the upper level of the stadium. Ball's at the 36-yard line for David Crockett as we're approaching 6 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Fox going to throw it deep, looking for Dunn. I think he was being grabbed as a couple of flags came out. LaMarcus Dunn, that's the second time he's drawn a pass interference.
Yeah, I think what happened on that one, the corner was beat, and he just reached out and grabbed his jersey.
Which is smart to do at the high school level. It was only 15 yards.
15 yards and saved possibly a touchdown. I don't know if the safety would have got over there to stop him or not. So they're going to be over in DB's territory.
Holding, defense, 10-yard penalty, first down.
All right, so they go with holding instead of pass interference. So it's a first down for David Crockett. The ball will be out at their own 46-yard line. They will get that Powell's sudden service first down via the penalty. You know, David Crockett would like to get on the scoreboard, and you know Dobyns-Bennett would not like that to happen as Fox is going to throw out across. That pass is complete to Tiger Woods. Yes, that is his name, Tiger Woods. And I did ask one of the coaches for David Crockett for the game. He was indeed named after the golfer.
You know, I was thinking that might be the case. Or was that his nickname? Yeah. Went back to the huddle limping that time. He's heading over to the left side.
So Tiger Woods gets a catch there, and we'll see if Jake Fox tries to hit him up again here. He's going to go to Dunn down the right sideline, and that is overthrown and incomplete. They've tried all night to connect with LaMarcus Dunn. A couple times he's drawn penalties, but they haven't been able to connect yet.
Yeah, the corner, he was backing out before the ball was snapped. His pre-read was telling that Dunn's going deep. He was backing out. There's no way Dunn was going to get by him. And that's a second-team cornerback over here on this side.
What are some keys that a cornerback looks for to tell what a receiver is going to do?
Well, one thing is watching film during the week, and And he's probably the coach over on the sideline was telling him, too, since it came to DB sideline, you can see he's turned, he's back, got a screen pass over to the left side.
And that was defended very nicely by Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, Carden McVeigh, he blew that up from the start. Over here, the cornerback, I think that was Marshall, Gabe Marshall, that was playing corner on that last play and done, and just perfect execution.
Carden McVeigh is one of those rare players. Joey Christian told us he actually has 2 numbers. When he's playing on the line, he wears number 51. He also has number 90 on when he can line up as a tight end as well. So he actually gets to change jerseys during a game.
And he is an excellent blocker.
All right, I think we got a first down. I think we might have a penalty against David Crockett there, or against Dobyns-Bennett. So we got a first down. Fox is scrambling, throwing back across his body as a dangerous throw and incomplete, looking for Emil.
Yeah, he was crossing there, but Emil couldn't get to the ball. He couldn't get enough on it. Like you said, he was throwing across his body. It's really good coverage in the secondary.
So he's 2nd and 10 now for David Crockett. Under 3 minutes to play in this game. The ball is at the Dobyns-Bennett 31-yard line. Second and 10 for the Pioneers. Play clock is down to 6. Fox looking deep. He's got a man. That is caught for the touchdown. What a catch by Dylan Maupin, and what a throw there by Jake Fox.
Yeah, ran a smash route, and it just dropped it in. I mean, that was a perfect pass. Outside shoulder coming over the top. There's nothing the safety could do about it. It's thrown to the outside.
This one worth another look. Nice throw by Fox, and a really nice catch there. Beautiful catch by Dylan Maupin. That's a junior to junior connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, perfect execution by the offense that time. They're going for 2.
Yes, they are. 49-6. Pioneers are going to go for 2. Fox is going to hand this one off to Emil, and he is going to be short of the end zone. Conversion is no good.
Yeah, Dobyns-Bennett's defense rose to the occasion there on that 2-point conversion.
All right, you're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals. It's 49-6. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
Get paid for your trade at Chance Scott Kia. No matter the miles, no matter the year, no matter the condition, no matter what you owe, get top dollar for your car with an instant cash offer. Get paid for your trade today at ChanceScottKia.com.
We want to see you in a Kia.
At Bank of Tennessee, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. The food, the setup, and if you bought enough flowers. So you can worry about what they're going to think. What in the world are they going to think? What your mom will say. And if you remember the dance you practiced a million times. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Bank of Tennessee, in the business of happiness.
Honda Kingsport thanks you for letting us be your dealership, and because of you, your community is better off. You see, a portion of what you spend with us goes right back into the community. We're not perfect, but we do a pretty good job of helping people.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. All Dobyns-Bennett. Of course, David Crockett just got on the scoreboard for the first time on a nice touchdown pass from Jake Fox to Dylan Maupin. It's 49-6 with 2:08 remaining in the game. Dobyns-Bennett will improve to 4-0, and they are headed to West Ridge. And speaking of 4-0, we got one final. Daniel Boone beating Elizabethton 7-0.
Wow.
Is that old school football right there? 7-0.
Yeah, that's, Elizabethton usually puts some points on the board, but evidently that's some great defense tonight.
Daniel Boone's defense has been legit all season. They've given up just 7 points in 4 games this year, and the one they gave up last week was against, I believe, their third-string defense. We got a pooch punt here, a pooch kickoff. Dobyns-Bennett, they got some room on the outside. That's Eli Wallace, and he's inside the 40-yard line of David Crockett.
I think they was trying to catch him by surprise. But they didn't want to kick it deep again. I guess they didn't want to kick it to Russell back there or Thompson.
All right, so Dobyns-Bennett will probably only have to run maybe 2 plays with this running clock before this one will be a final. Noah Blankenship going to come back out again, backup, 1:15 and counting. And Dobyns-Bennett, they were at West Ridge next week. David Crockett is at Tennessee High.
I think Hurd went in as quarterback.
Will Hurd.
Yeah. Oh, what a run up the middle. That was Job again.
And that ball came out, actually. David Crockett ripped that out. That was number 47, Adrian Wynn. He ripped that ball out of Job's hands. It's a nice play by Adrian Wynn. This one worth another look here. Watch number 47, Adrian Wynn. He just rips the ball right out of Job's hands right there. Great play by Adrian Wynn. Falls to the ground with the football. So a couple of nice plays here to finish out the game for David Crockett.
Yeah, Crockett, they probably got time to get off this play. And I don't think, probably won't call a timeout. This will probably be it.
Yeah,
they're running on the field, running off the field.
Yeah, this will be, barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the game. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and the Dobyns-Bennett defense ends it with a meeting at the running back, and that will do it. Dobyns-Bennett wins 49-6 over David Crockett to improve to 4-0. When we come back, we'll present the Friday Night Rivals trophy to Joey Christian. We'll talk to the coach coming up right after this.
Trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Whenever my baseball career ended, I was a little sad. I was down on myself because I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And then I was able to come here, meet people, and have the great bonds that I have now. When I first got here, I was timid, shy, and just didn't really know what to do or who to be around. Your professors will walk in, they'll know your name immediately, and knowing people from class to class also helped me make friends.
I feel like my journey to success began at King, and the people on this campus have been leading me down the right path.
Recovery is for everyone, every person, every family, every community. Mental health and substance use disorders affect many people in our community. When we empower communities and families, we extend healing beyond the individual. We celebrate diversity when we seek a deeper understanding that's caring and nurtures recovery through connection. September is National Recovery Month. Everyone is a part of the story. Join the Voices for Recovery. Together, we are stronger.
The Tennessee High Vikings versus the Abingdon Falcons. Friday at 6:30 on Fox 39 WEMT. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by Holston Medical Group.
At Center for Family and Implant Dentistry, we provide general dental care, orthodontics, IV sedation, and advanced implant full mouth rehabilitative dentistry. At our office, you clearly have another choice.
All right, welcome back. Dobyns-Bennett winning 49-6. The team and over there with the band. So we'll have a few minutes before we're able to get head coach Joey Christian and the team gathered around to present the Friday Night Rivals trophy. And they got the light show going on here, and they're celebrating a big win tonight. Dobyns-Bennett now 4-0 after a 49-6 win.
Yeah, they were clicking on all cylinders tonight. Their offense, scored on every possession, except maybe that last one. They fumbled the ball right there with about 30 seconds to go. And then defense, lights out the whole game, and the lights are out now.
Yeah, that's a good time to say it was a lights out performance with these new lights they have in here. This light show definitely brings a different vibe to the Stadium here, and it is quite a show here that they can put on during a football game with the band and the dancers.
Yeah, unbelievable performance by the student body of DB. The cheerleaders, the dancers, the band, the student body, the football team. What?
All right, we'll check out some of these highlights here. Again, it started early with Jonathan Gillespie. Second play of the game, he went almost all the way for the touchdown, and they would punch that in on the very next play. Dobyns-Bennett's offense had 6 possessions in the first half, scored 6 touchdowns. Cannon Mullins coming up with an interception. And Peyton Franklin had a big play. This was our Toyota drive of the game. Jake Carson hitting Hayden Russell. Some nice moves there by Jonathan Gillespie. This was the screen that went for a touchdown to Peyton Franklin. That made it 21-0. All right, we are pleased to be joined now by Joey Christian. Coach, congratulations on the win. Was this your most complete performance of the season?
Well, you'd have to think so. I thought our kids played well. 14-0, 8 minutes left to go in the second quarter, and then we were able to. Maybe some unfortunate events on them, but I'd like to think maybe we caused some of those. Offense really took advantage of some short fields there, and 42-0 at halftime. Really proud of our guys. Played so hard. Nothing but kudos goes out to those guys.
Coach, I know you're very impressed with your defense, the hustle you had on that side of the ball tonight.
Yeah, listen, our defensive guys, we're going to have 11 guys going to the football, 11 guys playing hard, trying to rip that ball up and rip that ball out and make something happen. And our guys played hard. Just really proud of those guys. They've done it for 4 games now. Gave up 7 in a little mop-up duty there at the end, but really, our defense has played well for 4 games.
You want to give a shout out to the offensive line. That one touchdown you guys scored there, it seemed like every lineman almost had a pancake blocker, were pushing their guys pretty far down the field.
Yeah, these guys right here, these O-line guys, man, they don't get enough credit for it. Yeah, they really did. All night long, I felt like we were able to win the line of scrimmage. That was a concern we had. We knew that they had a size advantage of us against us on that, and so they did a good job. So really proud of all of our offensive line.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Give that trophy to your guys and enjoy the win tonight.
All righty. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you there to Joey Christian. Appreciate it. Well, I want to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Toyota, Holston Medical Group, Friendship Automotive, Food City, Hardee's, Pals, Bank of Tennessee, the Tennessee Army National Guard, Jersey Mike's, and Eddie's Trophies who make these games possible. Thank you to all your sponsorship throughout the season. We also like to thank Toyota, Friday Night Rivals Telecast, for our great sponsorship with Toyota. Thank you to James Cawley for joining me in the booth tonight. Our wonderful crew, Tim Petrie, our fantastic crew, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Remember, we have no game next week. We are off, but we'll be back in 2 weeks at Abingdon when they play Tennessee High. You can watch a replay of tonight's game tomorrow, 1:30 on the Tri-City CW. And we'll see you in Abingdon in 2 weeks.